Digital Solutions started small, but now we're growing as FDS provides live streaming coverage for over 20 schools across 3 different states on our Fuller Digital Solutions YouTube channel. Subscribe to get notified when we go live for your school events. Big events are captured live, and your business can get noticed with advertising during our live streams. Local talent and camera operators are encouraged to contact us too. For future employment, no experience necessary, we will train. For information about advertising or working with Fuller Digital Solutions, email us and follow us on Facebook.
And welcome to the Hinton Gymnasium as tonight's World Conference matchup has the Remsen St. Mary's Hawks taking on the Hinton Blackhawks. We'll have a varsity girls coming up first, and then shortly after that we'll have varsity boys action for you tonight. So stay tuned, and if you subscribe to this channel, you'll be notified every time that Hinton goes live with any events for your home for Hinton Athletics, Fuller Digital Solutions. So tonight Remsen St. Mary's comes in with a 4-1 record under Coach Scott Willman. They're 2-1 in the World Conference, coming off a 61-34 win over West Sioux. Starters for West Sioux is going to be number 10, Carmody Ricky, the sophomore, averages 10.4 points a game. Number 14, Claire Schroeder is a sophomore, averages 8.6 points a game. Number 21, Whitney Jensen's a sophomore, averaging 12.6 points a game. And the leading scorer for the Hawks, number 23, Maya Bunkers is a sophomore, averaging 16 points a game. Round out the lineup will be number 24, Hallie Gallus, a sophomore, averaging 4.6 points a game. The leading rebounders for the Hawks, number 14, Claire Schroeder, averages 7 rebounds a game, and number 21, Whitney Jensen, the sophomore, averages 6.4 points per game. Remsen St. Mary's comes in averaging 58 points a game as a team, so we'll see if we can hold them under that mark tonight as Hinton comes in averaging a bit less, but we'll see how this goes. Starting lineup for Hinton coach Matt Leary's team, they come with a 5-1 record, 1-1 in the War Eagle. They lost to MMCRU, ranked number 6 in 1A on Tuesday night, 51-39. Their starting lineup's going to look like this. Number 3, Natalie Junk, the junior, 5.4 points a game. Number 15, Anna Coffey, the senior, averaging 14.4 points a game. Number 21, Ashlyn Renzel, the junior, comes in averaging 6.6 points a game. And number 23, Ashlyn Kavarna, a sophomore, averaging 7.6 points per game. Number 32, Bella Badar, the senior, will round out the starting lineup, coming in averaging 12.8 points per game. Anna Coffey is the leading scorer for the Blackhawks at 14.4, and Bella Badar has 12.8 points a game. Leading rebounders for the Blackhawks, Anna Coffey, 8.8 rebounds per game, and Ashlyn Kavarna at 7 rebounds per game. The Blackhawks come in at 52.2 points a game average scoring, so they're going to have to hold Remsen St. Mary's to a bit less than they average or score a bit more than the Blackhawks average to pull this one out tonight. But we have a great War Eagle Conference game coming up for you after this starting lineup and our national anthem. We'll be back in approximately 2 minutes. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions coverage of Hinton Blackhawks varsity athletics.
How it feels to bank with Prime Bank. This is how it feels to bank with other banks.
Yeah.
Prime Bank, other banks.
Ooh.
See the difference? Prime Bank gives you genuine confidence with You Pick Checking, where you choose your reward, points, interest, or cash back. And Prime Bank's mobile banking lets you check balances, deposit checks, and use all the popular payment services. So now is a good time to bank with confidence. At Prime Bank, earn more your way. Member FDIC.
We believe in service. That means providing no-limits internet to more than 20 counties in Northwest Iowa. For more than 30 years, EverTech employees and their families live in the communities we serve. We're your neighbors and friends. And EverTech has been there when others haven't. And we continue to invest, build, and upgrade our network. We understand that rural Iowans deserve great internet too. It's who we are. EverTech is internet made easy. No contracts, no hidden fees, and best of all, no limits. EverTech.
As the Hinton Pep Band under the direction of Break.
You're going to love the view of a Screen Builder's designed outdoor leisure living space. Whether an all-season room, 3-season room, deck, or patio, Screen Builders offers easy installation and a reliable warranty. From construction of new spaces to providing shade to existing spaces or adding Easy Breeze panels to your screen room, start your project at screenbuilders.com and enjoy the views you've been missing.
Call Screen Builders. You're gonna love the view.
And welcome back to Hinton, Iowa, as we have World Conference basketball for you tonight. Again, the Remsen St. Mary's Hawks visiting the Hinton Blackhawks. Hawks come in 4-1. The Blackhawks come in 5-1. So should be an exciting matchup tonight. Both teams have one loss in conference play. The Blackhawks 1-1. The St. Mary's Hawks are 2-1. Again, starters will be Carmody Ricky, Claire Schroeder, Whitney Jensen, Maya Bunkers, and Hallie Gallus for the Hawks. Natalie Junk, Anna Coffey, Ashlyn Renzel, Ashlyn Kavarna, and Bella Badar will be the starters for the Blackhawks. You notice a new feature on tonight's broadcast. The scoreboard will always be visible. You'll have real-time scoring as it happens instead of me trying to input it as fast as it happens for you, so hopefully you enjoy that. So enjoy tonight's game. We're about to get started. As soon as the cheerleaders finish up their cheer, we'll be underway. And tipping it off is Claire Schroeder for the Blackhawks and Anna Coffey, or the Hawks, Anna Coffey for the Blackhawks. Ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be possession to the Hawks. Maya Bunkers will bring the ball across the front court for the Hawks. Over to Schroeder. Back to Hallie Gallus. Feeds it down to Claire Schroeder. Bunkers three-point shot from the sides, no good. Off Anna Coffey, out of bounds. It'll be St. Mary's basketball. Maya Bunkers will inbound the ball for the Hawks. Gives it up to Whitney Jensen. Jensen gives it to Carmody Ricky. Down low to Jensen, spin, shot no good. Looks like Gallus comes up with the rebound. Over to Jensen. Jensen's shot's going to be up and good. And St. Mary's leads 2-0 early on here. Ashlyn Gavard will bring the ball up court for the Blackhawks. Gives it up to Bella Badar. In the corner, Natalie Junk. She tries to hit Renzo on the drive, but Coffey gets the deflection, goes up, and she's going to be fouled. The foul's going to be on number 21, Whitney Jensen, the Hawks' first and her first of the game. That'll put Anna Coffey at the free throw line, shooting 2. Anna comes in shooting 40% on the year from the free throw line. And the first one is no good. Second free throw for Anna is up and good. And the Blackhawks are on the scoreboard. It's 2-1 in favor of St. Mary's. Bunkers in the front court quickly with the ball, turns, spin, shots up, and it's good. And the Hawks take a 4-1 lead. Ball in the front court to Natalie Junk. Cross court to Renzel, stolen by Jensen. Jensen comes back up the court for the St. Mary's. Gives it up, gets it back. She's going to go to Hallie Gallus. Over in the corner to Bunkers. Bunkers tries to feed Claire Schroeder down low. It's tipped away and gathered by Natalie Junk for the Blackhawks. Ashlyn Kavarna pushes the ball up court in the corner to Ashlyn Renzel. Coffey with the ball at the top of the key. Gives up to Natalie Junk. Junk's three-point shot is going to be good. And we got a tie ball game at 4-4. Trust me, it's 4-4. The score went on the wrong side. Quickly in the front court, the shot's going to be up and good by Claire Schroeder. And now it should be 6-4 in favor of St. Mary's. The scoreboard's got something wrong here. Now we got it corrected. Bella Badar takes the ball at top of the key for the Blackhawks. Tries to get inside to Natalie Junk, a little too hot and out of bounds. And it's St. Mary's basketball. Checking in the game now is number 45, Mia Fleckenstein, the junior for the Blackhawks. Carmody Ricky will bring the ball up the court for the St. Mary's. Over to Gallus. Gallus looks to drive, stops, shoots about a 16-footer, and it's good. And St. Mary's leads 8-4. Now St. Mary's employs a little full court press. Ashlyn Kavarna brings the ball up, gets it to Anna Coffey. Coffey tries to dribble through, is going to draw a foul. That foul is going to be a number 10, Carmody Ricky. That's going to be St. Mary's second team foul and the first personal on Ricky. Bella Badar inbounds the ball to Ashlyn Kavarna for the Blackhawks. Varner gives it up to Ashlyn Renzel. Renzel drives the baseline, gives it up to Coffey. Coffey spins back to Renzel. Out front to Fleckenstein. Over to Badar. Badar passes up the three-pointer, drives the hoop, gives it up to Fleckenstein in the corner, and it's good just inside the three-point line. That'll be a 2, and it's 8-6 St. Mary's over the Blackhawks. Quickly in the front court, that's going to be Claire Schroeder with the basket and the foul for St. Mary's, and that foul is going to be on number 15, Anna Coffey. That's Anna's first personal and the team's first this half. And now we're going to have a quick timeout by Coach Matt Leary, so we'll take one with them. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions coverage of Hinton Blackhawk varsity basketball.
Rural customers deserve great internet too. You deserve EverTech's No Limits Internet and the quality local services that comes with it. We've dedicated 32 years to bring customers like you reliable and unlimited internet, up to 50 megabits across 22 counties. It's internet you can count on. Call or email our Everly office to get started. You and your family need internet with unlimited use, no contracts, and no overages. You need EverTech. Visit evertech.net to learn more. EverTech, internet where you live.
And welcome back to Hinton, Iowa, as we have free throw coming up here for number 14, Claire Schroeder. That shot is going to bounce around the rim and fall, and St. Mary's leads 11-6. Now Coffey gets the ball into Kavarna. Kavarna gives it back to Coffey. Coffey dribbles through the full court press by Bunkers. Kicks it out to Ashlyn Runzel. Her shot's blocked out of bounds. It'll be Blackhawk basketball. So Bella Badar inbound the ball for the Blackhawks. And Anna Coffey over to Kavarna. Kavarna back to Badar. Badar's three-point shot from the corner, a little strong off the back of the rim. Coffey goes up for the rebound. It's kicked away. Down to Gallus in the front court. She misses the shot. Loose ball is going to be fought for. We're going to have a jump ball, I believe. And that'll be St. Mary's possession off the jump. So I'm not really sure what's going on here. They're confused about whose ball it is. St. Mary's got the ball to start the game out of bounds, but it was off the tip, so I'm not sure if that's a turnover, if that counts as possession. Referees are sorting it out. Either way, St. Mary's or Hinton will inbound the basketball here shortly. And they're still discussing that. And to remind you, we have the boys action coming up for you approximately 20 minutes after this one ends. Still trying to figure out whose possession it is. And it looks like it's going to be Hinton's basketball. And so it'll be Blackhawk basketball, inbound out of bounds. The score is still going to remain 11-6. So Anna Coffey will inbound the ball for the Blackhawks. She gets into Ashlyn Kavarna. The St. Mary's in full court press here. Get the ball to Ashlyn Renzel, about the 3/4 of the way up the court. In the front court, Fleckenstein gives it back to Kavarna. Over to Renzel in the corner. Back to Coffey at top of the key. Coffey looks to drive. Feeds Renzel down low. Ashlyn Kavarna's shot is blocked from the corner and rebounded by Whitney Jensen. Jensen in front court to Carmody Ricky. Ricky gives it up to Bunkers. Bunkers' three-point shot's no good off the rim. A loose ball is going to be gathered by Ashlyn Renzel for the Blackhawks. She comes in the front court guarded by Ricky. Errant pass intended for Fleckenstein, stolen away by Carmody Ricky. Brought back to front court. She shoots up a shot, no good. Rebounded by Bella Badar. So we have some furious action here, but no scoring, as the score remains 11-6 as we're under 4 minutes to go first quarter. Now, Fleckenstein's going to feed Badar down low. The ball swatted away, and now Badar's going to pick up a foul. That'll be Badar's first foul and the team's second this half. Checking in the game for the Blackhawks, number 12, Cadence Peters. And checking in for St. Mary's is Grayson Schroeder, the junior. So Schroeder inbounds to Whitney Jensen, who brings the ball in the front court for St. Mary's. Over in the corner to Ricky. Back to Schroeder. Ricky's three-point shot from the corner is no good, in and out. Rebounded temporarily by Coffey. Stolen away by Gallus. Gallus's shot's blocked by Coffey. Ricky gets the rebound, and she's going to be fouled by number 12, Cadence Peters. That'll be Cadence's first foul of the game. Oh, they're going to call that on number 21, Ashlyn Renzel. So it'll be Renzel's first foul of the game, and the team's third this half. Jensen with the ball in the corner for the Hawks. Down low, Schroeder misses the shot. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll be Blackhawk basketball. Anna Coffey inbound the ball for the Blackhawks. Gives it up to Ashlyn Kavarna. Feeds Cadence Peters. Back to Ashlyn Kavarna. She gets it in the front court, and there's going to be a foul called on number 10, Carmody Ricky. That's going to be Carmody's second personal foul and the team's third. Checking back into the game will be number 23, Maya Bunkers. Anna Coffey inbounds the ball to Cadence Peters. Coffey has the ball back at the top of the key for the Blackhawks. Kavarna tries to feed Fleckenstein down low. It's tipped away, gathered by Kavarna. And the Blackhawks reset the offense. Kavarna looking for a spot to drive. She's cut off, she stops, pops. Shot's no good, rebounded by Cadence Peters. Back to Kavarna. Kavarna shoots at the 12-footer, partially blocked, I believe, and rebounded by Maya Bunkers. And into the front court. Bunkers gets the ball back over in the corner to Hallie Gallus. Her three-point shot's going to be up and good. And St. Mary's leads 14-6 as we have about 2 minutes to go first quarter. Jensen steals the pass into the front court. Bunkers has the ball down low, kicks it back out to Hallie Gallus. Her three-point shot this time is a little long. Schroeder gets the rebound. Her shot's up, no good. Rebounded by Kavarna to Fleckenstein. Fleckenstein's pass in the front court is stolen away by Schroeder. She gives it up to Bunkers. Bunkers feeds Claire Schroeder. And now Grayson Schroeder has a three-point shot from the corner. And St. Mary's leads 17-6. Cadence Peters brings the ball across half court for the Blackhawks. Mia Fleckenstein's shot is up, no good. Rebounded by Anna Coffey. There's going to be a foul called on number 23, I believe. That'll be number 23, Maya Bunkers. That'll be her first personal and the team's fourth. Checking back in for the Blackhawks will be number 32, Bella Badar. Badar inbounds the ball for the Blackhawks. Gives it up to Cadence Peters. Back to Badar in the corner. Badar's three-point shot is up and good. That's Badar's first three-pointer of the evening. Into the front court quickly now. Grayson Schroeder with another three-pointer for St. Mary's. And on the inbound, we're going to have another foul called. That's going to be on number 23, Maya Bunkers. That'll be her second personal and the team's fifth. Checking in the game for St. Mary's is the freshman number 32, Tessa Tettinger, as Bunkers will take a seat with those two fouls. As we have 1 minute to go first quarter. So Anna Coffey will inbound the ball for the Blackhawks. Gets the ball into Bella Badar. Back to Coffey. Coffey dribbles the ball in the front court. Kicks it back out to Badar. Badar feeds Fleckenstein underneath, but her shot's going to be blocked, and a foul is going to be called on number 21, Whitney Jensen. You might be able to hear the displeasure in the background as the St. Mary's crowd is not very happy with that call, but that'll be Whitney's second personal foul and the team's sixth. At the line shooting 2 with number 45, Mia Fleckenstein. She's a 67% free throw shooter on the year. First one is up and good. Checking in for the Hawks will be number 22, Jordan Harpenow, the junior. Sees her first action of the night. Fleckenstein's second free throw coming up. It's good. So Fleckenstein sinks a pair of them, and the Blackhawks are within 9. Hallie Gallus inbounds the basketball, gets it right back, and she'll bring the ball into the front court. Over to Harpenow. Back to Gallus. Over to Grayson Schroeder. Back to Harpenow. In the corner to Tettinger. Back to Harpenow. Gallus gives it back to Harpenow again. Harpenau's three-point shot from the corner hits nothing. It's saved out of bounds by Claire Schroeder, but gathered by Bella Badar, who feeds Mia Fleckenstein into the front court. Now it's going to be out of bounds off of a Blackhawk. It's going to be St. Mary's basketball. 12.9 seconds left first quarter. Checking back into the game is number 23, Maya Bunkers, and number 21, Whitney Jensen. Hallie Gallus will inbound the ball for the Hawks. She's going to pass it into, looks like Carmody Ricky. And Ricky will bring the ball across half court. 10 seconds to go first quarter. Feeds Claire Schroeder. Schroeder's shot's no good. Putback's no good. Rebounded by Ashlyn Renzel. And that's going to do it for first quarter, as St. Mary's is going to lead the Blackhawks 20-11 after one quarter. We'll be back. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions coverage of Hinton Blackhawk Varsity Athletics.
You're going to love the view of a Screen Builder's designed outdoor leisure living space. Whether an all-season room, 3-season room, deck, or patio, Screen Builders offers easy installation and a reliable warranty. From construction of new spaces to providing shade to existing spaces or adding Easy Breeze panels to your screen room, start your project at screenbuilders.com and enjoy the views you've been missing.
Call Screen Builders, you're gonna love the view.
And welcome back to Hinton, Iowa, as you're watching Warrior Conference basketball tonight. The Remsen St. Mary's Hawks taking on your Hinton Blackhawks here live from Hinton. Blackhawks trail 20-11 after first quarter. A lot of action that first quarter, lots of fouls. 6 by St. Mary's and 3 by the Blackhawks, so I'm guessing there'll be some free throws upcoming here before we get to halftime. So we're getting ready to start second quarter. Maya Bunkers inbound the ball for St. Mary's. It looks like she's going to get it into Carmody Ricky. Our Silent Night game is coming up with the boys game next to follow this. So it might be a little quieter for the first 10 points of that game, as the rules are that the home team will not cheer or make any noise for anything until the 10th point of the game is scored by Hinton in this case. Ricky's going to drive to the basket, and that shot is up and good, and the Hawks extend their lead to 11. Kavarna quickly tries to throw it in the front court. That pass is picked off by Claire Schroeder. Back to Ricky. Ricky's shot's a little long, rebounded by Ashlyn Renzel. And she's going to be called for a travel. The ball's going to go back to St. Mary's. Now we're going to have a timeout by Coach Matt Leary. We'll take him with him. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions coverage of Hinton Varsity basketball.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies ask, what's your salary? At Northwestern Mutual, we ask, what's your story? We know building the right financial plan means looking at more than money. That's why we start by asking the right questions, listening to what matters most to you, then guiding you every step of the way to help you live the life you want now and years from now. Plan your financial story with Northwestern Mutual. Contact Rick Diener today. Visit rickdiener.com. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And
welcome back to Hinton, Iowa. We're just coming out of a Blackhawk timeout. Blackhawks trail 22-11. Inbound the ball for St. Mary's is going to be Maya Bunkers. Gets it into Hallie Gallus. Ball's going to be tipped and stolen by Anna Coffey for the Blackhawks. Gives it up to Ashlyn Kavarna in the front court. Cross court pass to Bella Badar. Down to Renzo in the corner. Renzo drives. Her shot's going to be partially blocked. There's going to be a foul called. That foul is going to be called number 14, Claire Schroeder. That'll be Claire's first personal and the team's 7th. That's going to put Ashlyn Renzo at the line shooting a one-on-one, coming in shooting 63% from the line. Ashlyn's first shot is up and good. Second shot for Ashlyn Renzo coming up for the Blackhawks. That shot's also up and good, and it's 22-13. Now quickly, Ricky brings in the front court, gives it up to Hallie Gallus. Gallus just inside the three-point line, no good. Rebounded by Ashlyn Kavarna for the Blackhawks. To Ashlyn Renzo. Renzo feeds Coffey down low. Coffey drives, spins, kicks it back out to Natalie Junk. Junk's three-point shot's a little off, no good. Rebound by Ashlyn Renzo. Renzo's jumper is going to be good. Hit the iron, but it found its way into the hole, and the Blackhawks are within 7. Ricky brings the ball in the front court for St. Mary's quickly. Down to Bunkers. Bunkers' shot is partially blocked by Coffey, and now there's going to be a late foul called on Anna Coffey. That'll be Anna's second foul and the team's 4th. At the line shooting 2 will be Maya Bunkers. Maya comes in shooting 54% from the line. First shot is up and no good. So Bunkers will have one more shot from the line. Shot is up, and this time it's good. And St. Mary's extends their lead to 8 as we have 6:30 to go in the first half. Coffey goes coast to coast, tries to feed Junk down low. Ball gets away from her. Bella Badar tries to save it, but it's going to go out of bounds. It'll be St. Mary's basketball. So Whitney Jensen will inbound the ball to Carmody Ricky. Down low to Bunkers all by herself. That shot's going to be up and good. In the front court to Natalie Junk. Feeds down low to Ashlyn Renzo. Renzo's turnaround jumper is no good. Rebounded by Claire Schroeder. Into the front court goes Ricky. Ricky's shot is going to be up and good. And the Hawks extend the lead to 12. With the ball, Natalie Junk back to Ashlyn Kavarna for the Blackhawks. Kavarna drives, kicks it back out to Anna Coffey. Coffey drives, her shot's going to be up, no good, off the front of the rim, rebounded by Maya Bunkers. And now there's going to be a foul called on number 15, Anna Coffey. That'll be Anna's third personal. Yeah, third personal, and the team's 5th of the first half. So Anna Coffey in a little foul trouble. Checking back in the game's number 45, Mia Fleckenstein. So Bunkers inbounds the basketball to Ricky. Ricky brings the ball up court for St. Mary's. Back to Bunkers. Bunkers gives it back to Ricky. Ricky shoots from just inside the free throw line. No good. Rebounded by Mia Fleckenstein. She gives it up to Ashlyn Kavarna. Kavarna brings it in the front court. Looked for Renzo down low, but no one was available, so she backs it back out. Over to Bella Badar. Kavarna cuts, Renzo cuts, but didn't like any of those options. Gives it up to Fleckenstein. Now back to Badar as the offense resets. Pass down low, swatted back to Bella Badar. Her three-point shot's going to be up and good, and Bella Badar has 6 points tonight, and the Blackhawks are within 9. Gallus is going to get the pass down low, or attempt to Claire Schroeder, but there's going to be a foul called on number 3, Natalie Junk. That'll be Natalie's first foul and the team's 6th of the first half. So still 4:48 to go first half, and both teams will be shooting free throws whenever there's a foul that occurs. Gallus inbounds the basketball for St. Mary's. Gets it into Jensen. No good. Rebounded by Ashlyn Kavarna. Kavarna pressured by Claire Schroeder. And now Gallus picks her up to give her a little defensive pressure. Three-point shot up by Mia Fleckenstein. It's up and good, and the Blackhawks are within 6. Jensen, the front cross court, tries to get it to Grayson Schroeder, but it's tipped out of bounds by Ashlyn Renzel. Gallus inbounds the basketball to Claire Schroeder. Gives it up to Carmody Ricky. Ricky drives, backs it back out, gives up to Grayson Schroeder. Whitney Jensen's three-point shot from the corner, in and out, no good. Rebound by Claire Schroeder, and it looks like she's going to be fouled on the putback, or maybe it's on the floor, I'm not sure. Either way, Schroeder will find herself at the free throw line. Foul's going to be on number 3. Natalie Junk, that's her second personal, and the team's 7th. It's going to put Claire Schroeder at the line shooting a 1-on-1. Claire comes in shooting 50% from the free throw line. First shot is up and good. Checking in for the Blackhawks, number 34, Avery Brigade, and number 12, Cadence Peters. Second shot for Schroeder is up and good as well, so she hits a pair to extend the St. Mary's lead to 8. Ashlyn Gavardo looks to inbound the basketball for Hinton. Gets it in to Ashlyn Renzel. Gives it back to Kavarna. Schroeder and Bunkers pester Kavarna as she brings it in the front court. Gives it up to Renzel. Renzel feeds Brigade down low. Brigade spins, cross-court pass to Natalie Junk. And Junk shots up and good. The Blackhawks are back to within 6. To Grayson Schroeder, back to Carmody Ricky, over to Jensen. Back to Bunkers now, top of the key, over to Grayson Schroeder. Whitney Jensen drives, kicks it over to Grayson Schroeder. Schroeder's three-point shot's no good. Rebounded by Ashlyn Kavarna, who then falls, tries to pass it to a couple Blackhawks, and it's going to be rebounded by Whitney Jensen on a hustle play, and we're going to have a timeout, Remsen St. Mary's. We'll be right back after this message. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions coverage of Hinton Blackhawk varsity basketball.
Digital Solutions started small, but now we're growing as FDS provides live streaming coverage for over 20 schools across 3 different states on our Fuller Digital Solutions YouTube channel. Subscribe to get notified when we go live for your school events. Big events are captured live, and your business can get noticed with advertising during our live streams. Local talent and camera operators are encouraged to contact us too for future employment. No experience necessary. We will train. For information about advertising or working with Fuller Digital Solutions, email us and follow us on Facebook.
And welcome back to Hinton, Iowa. You're watching World Conference basketball here as the Remsen St. Mary's Hawks are visiting your Hinton Blackhawks. 29-23 here with 3:26 to go in the first half. St. Mary's will be inbound the basketball from right in front of the scorer's table. Maya Bunkers gives it up to Carmody Ricky. And we're underway. Whitney Jensen has the ball for St. Mary's. Some contact down low, and Maya Bunkers hits the floor, but no foul called. In the meantime, Carmody Ricky drives to the hoop, and that shot is up and good. Now Kavarna looking to get the basketball in, throws it into Ashlyn Renzel. It's swatted away by Jensen. Be Blackhawk basketball. Renzel will inbound the basketball now. Gets it into Cadence Peters. Peters dribbles past the pressure of the St. Mary's defense. Gives it back to Ashlyn Kavarna now. Over to Ashlyn Renzel. Natalie Junk. Back to Kavarna. Tries to feed Brigade down low. It's swatted away and stolen by Claire Schroeder. And Carmody Ricky comes up with the basketball. Whitney Jensen drives to the hoop, and that shot's going to be up and good. And St. Mary's extends the lead back to 10. Ashlyn Kavarna with the basketball now for the Blackhawks. Guarded by Carmody Ricky. She gets it in the front court. Ball gets away from her. That's going to be a turnover Blackhawks. Checking back in the game for the Blackhawks, number 32, Bella Badar. Checking in for the Remsen St. Mary's Hawks will be number 24, Hallie Gallus. So Gallus will bring the ball into the front court for St. Mary's. Over to Whitney Jensen, back to Claire Schroeder. Schroeder looks to drive and does so. Her shot to the hoop's going to be good, and she's going to draw the foul. That foul is going to be on number 3, Natalie Junk, and that'll be her 3rd foul this half. And for the Blackhawks, that's going to be foul number 8. Shooting 2 free throws is going to be number 14, Claire Schroeder. Came in shooting 50%. Her first free throw is no good. That's going to be rebounded and shot, no good. Now Grayson Schroeder shoots it from the corner, no good. Rebounded by Gallus. Gallus' shot partially blocked, I think, and we're going to have a foul underneath. That foul is going to be called on number 21, Whitney Jensen. That's going to be Jensen's 3rd personal foul and the team's 8th. As it looks like shooting for the Blackhawks is going to be number 12, Cadence Peters. Cadence Peters is a 43% free throw shooter coming in. Caden's first free throw shot is up, no good. Rebounded by Avery Brigade for the Blackhawks, then stolen away by Ricky. Ricky gives it up to Claire Schroeder, who then travels. It'll be a turnover back to the Blackhawks. Bella Badar will inbound the ball for the Blackhawks. Nope, it's going to be Ashlyn Renzel inbounding the ball. She passes that into Mia Fleckenstein. Fleckenstein gives it back to Bella Badar. Badar over to Renzel. Renzel looks for an opening, tries to drive the hoop, cut off, gives it to Cadence Peters. Cadence 3-point shot's no good. Tipped away by Fleckenstein. Gathered by Gallus in the front court. It's going to be Maya Bunkers on the breakaway. Up and good. St. Mary's leads by 14 as we have under 1:30 to go first half. Ashlyn Renzel brings the ball into the front court now for the Blackhawks. Feeds Bella Badar down low. Over to Cadence Peters. Cadence Peters shots up and good. Gallus into the front court for St. Mary's, gives it up to Ricky. Ricky drives to the hoop. Shot's going to be up and good. St. Mary's has been able to get to the basket here fairly easily the last couple minutes. I'm sure Coach Leary will try to correct that at halftime. Renzel with the ball for the Blackhawks, comes into the front court. Shot no good by Ashlyn Renzel, rebounded by Grayson Schroeder for St. Mary's. She'll bring the ball into the front court over to Maya Bunkers. Bunkers passes it to Ricky. Ricky tries to drive around Peters. The ball's going to be out of bounds off Ricky. It'll be Blackhawk basketball. Checking back into the game for the Blackhawks, number 23, Ashlyn Kavarna. And checking in for St. Mary's, number 32, Tessa Tettinger. Cadence Peters gives the ball to Ashlyn Kavarna. Brings the ball into the front court now for the Blackhawks. Badar with the ball, gives it back to Kavarna. Fleckenstein trying to get position down low, but not open. Bella Badar's 3-point shot from the basically top of the key is no good. Kicked around and rebounded by Carmody Ricky. She gives it up to Hallie Gallus, who drives in, shoots from about 10 feet away, and that shot's going to be a little long. Rebounded by Tettinger. Tettinger's shot's blocked. Back to Grayson Schroeder. Her shot's no good. Ashlyn Kavarna rebounds the basketball, and there's going to be a foul called. And that foul is going to be on number 10, Carmody Ricky. That's going to be her 3rd personal. And the team's 9th this half with 2.9 seconds to go. Ashlyn Kavarna will be at the free throw line, shooting a 1-and-1 for the Blackhawks. Ashlyn came in shooting 59.1%. It's a 1-and-1, and there's a little confusion, I think, but now people are taking their spots. Ashlyn's first free throw is up and good. So Ashlyn will draw another free throw with that one being good. Second free throw for Kavarna is up and good as well. So less under 3 seconds to go. Claire Schroeder inbounds the ball to Hallie Gallus. Her 3-quarter court shot's going to be no good. And we're at halftime with your score. Remsen St. Mary's 39, The Blackhawks 27. We'll be right back after this message with some first half stats.
How it feels to bank with Prime Bank. This is how it feels to bank with other banks. Prime Bank, other banks.
Woo.
See the difference? Prime Bank gives you genuine confidence with You Pick Checking, where you choose your reward, points, interest, or cash back. And Prime Bank's mobile banking lets you check balances, deposit checks, and use all the popular payment services. So now is a good time to bank with confidence. At Prime Bank, earn more your way. Member FDIC.
Hey, welcome back to the Hinton Gymnasium. We're at halftime here as Remsen St. Mary's leads your Hinton Blackhawks 39-27. Leading scorers for St. Mary's is number 23, Maya Bunkers, has 7. Carmody Ricky has 8. And number 14, Claire Schroeder, has 6. For the Blackhawks, Mia Fleckenstein leads all scorers with 7 points. Bella Badar has 6 points. And Ashton Renzel has 4 points. And Natalie Junk has 5 points for your Blackhawks scoring. So Blackhawks trail by 12. We're at halftime. We'll be back in approximately 8 minutes with the second half. You're watching Forward Digital Solutions coverage of Hinton Blackhawk varsity basketball.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies ask, what's your salary? At Northwestern Mutual, we ask, what's your story? We know building the right financial plan means looking at more than money. That's why we start by asking the right questions, listening to what matters most to you, then guiding you every step of the way to help you live the life you want now and years from now. Plan your financial story with Northwestern Mutual. Contact Rick Diener today. Visit rickdiener.com. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Digital Solutions started small, but now we're growing as FDS provides live streaming coverage for over 20 schools across 3 different states on our Fuller Digital Solutions YouTube channel. Subscribe to get notified when we go live for your school events. Big events are captured live, and your business can get noticed with advertising during our live streams. Local talent and camera operators are encouraged to contact us too. For future employment, no experience necessary, we will train. For information about advertising or working with Fuller Digital Solutions, email us and follow us on Facebook.
This is how it feels to bank with Prime Bank. This is how it feels to bank with other banks. Prime Bank, other banks.
Ooh.
See the difference? Prime Bank gives you genuine confidence with You Pick Checking, where you choose your reward, points, interest, or cash back. And Prime Bank's mobile banking lets you check balances, deposit checks, and use all the popular payment services. So now is a good time to bank with confidence. At Prime Bank, earn more your way. Member FDIC.
And welcome back to Hinton, Iowa, as we're getting ready for second half action here as the Hinton Blackhawks are playing host to Remsen St. Mary's Hawks, and they trail by 12 here at halftime. So about 12 seconds to go in the second, get the second half going here. Blackhawks are trying to overcome that 12-point deficit. Get your starters here in the second half as soon as I'm able to notice who's on the court. For St. Mary's, it's going to be number 23, Maya Bunkers, number 21, Whitney Jensen, number 14, Claire Schroeder, number 24, Hallie Gallus, and number 10, Carmody Ricky. The Blackhawks have yet to take the court, so I can't tell you who they're going to have. Looks to be number 32, Bella Badar, number 3, Natalie Junk, number 23, Ashlyn Gavarna, number 21, Ashlyn Renzel, and number 15, Anna Coffey will be starting this half for the Blackhawks. Natalie Junk and Anna Coffey playing with 3 fouls apiece for the Blackhawks. Carmody Ricky and Whitney Jensen playing with 3 fouls apiece for Remsen St. Mary's. Gavarna in the front court for the Blackhawks, gives the ball to Badar. The ball's going to be swatted away out of bounds. It'll be Blackhawk basketball. Badar inbounds the ball to Gavarna. Gavarna back to Badar, down to Renzel in the corner. Renzel feeds Coffey down low, back to Renzel. Over to Badar in the corner. Badar passes up, three-point shot, drives. The 12-footer is no good. Rebounded by Anna Coffey. That shot's going to be up and good. And quickly Gallus gets into the front court to Jensen, over to Bunkers. That shot's pass is going to be a little hot. Stolen by Bella Badar. Badar's shot coast to coast, up and good. And the Blackhawks are within 8. Carmody Ricky brings in the front court quickly. And that's going to be a travel violation called on St. Mary's. It'll be Blackhawk basketball. And St. Mary's is going to take a timeout, and with that timeout, we'll take one with them. The Blackhawks are trailing by 8. 7:12 to go, third quarter. You're watching World Conference basketball on Fuller Digital Solutions.
We believe in service. That means providing no-limits internet to more than 20 counties in Northwest Iowa. For more than 30 years, EverTech employees and their families live in the communities we serve. We're your neighbors and friends, and EverTech has been there when others haven't. And we continue to invest, build, and upgrade our network. We understand that rural Iowans deserve great internet too. It's who we are. EverTech is internet made easy. No contracts, no hidden fees, and best of all, no limits. EverTech.
And welcome back to Hinton, Iowa. You're watching Warrior Conference basketball. Remsen St. Mary's Hawks visiting the Hinton Blackhawks. We're in just underway third quarter in the girls' game. Reminder, we have the boys' game upcoming next, approximately 20 minutes after this one finishes. So Blackhawks start quickly and cut that lead down to 8. That was 12 at halftime in 45 seconds of this half. Bella Badar inbound the ball for the Blackhawks. Gives it to Anna Coffey. Coffey dribbles around a couple of St. Mary's defenders, gets into the front court, feeds Natalie Junk back to Coffey. Ball's going to be loose, stolen, passed up to Bunkers for the St. Mary's. Kicks it back to Whitney Jensen. Jensen's three-point shot's no good, rebounded by Natalie Junk. Ashlyn Gavarna kicks in the front court to Anna Coffey. Coffey drives the hoop, passes over to Bella Badar. Badar's shot was blocked, no foul called. And it's going to be Hallie Gallus in the front court for the Hawks. Now to Carmody Ricky. Ricky's going to be called on a travel. It'll be Blackhawk basketball. Anna Coffey's getting up a little bit slowly for the Blackhawks, but she's staying in the game. She must be all right. Bella Badar inbounds the ball for the Blackhawks to Ashlyn Gavarna. Gavarna's front court pass to Coffey is a little too hot to handle, out of bounds. It'll be St. Mary's basketball. Ricky inbounds the ball to Whitney Jensen, who walks the ball for the St. Mary's. Down to Bunkers. Bunkers gives it to Ricky. Ricky's three-point shot from the top of the key is good. St. Mary's extends their lead to 11. This time Gavarna passes the front court to Bella Badar. Down low to Junk. Junk spins, shoots. Her shot's up and good. And it's a 9-point game. Back to the front court. Bunkers' three-point shot from the corner is nothing but net. And the Blackhawks trail by 11. Anna Coffey with the ball in the front court for the Blackhawks. Down to Gavarna. Gavarna drives. Shot's going to be up and good, and the foul. And that foul is going to be on number 23, Maya Bunkers. That's going to be her third personal foul and the team's first this half. At the line shooting the bonus shot will be Ashlyn Gavarna for the Blackhawks. Her shot's up and good, and we have an 8-point ball game with 5:41 to go, third quarter. Ricky brings the ball in the front court over to Jensen. Jensen feeds Claire Schroeder down low. Left-handed shots up and good. Coffey inbounds to Gavarna, who throws in the front court to Natalie Junk. Junk back to Gavarna. Down low to Badar. Badar tries to feed Renzo. It's stolen away by Ricky. Ricky brings the ball into the front court for St. Mary's. Tries to get it to Schroeder. That ball is tipped and stolen by Badar. Badar's pass is tipped, gathered by Natalie Junk, and we have a foul called. That foul's going to be on number 24, Hallie Gallus. That's going to be her first personal and the team's second. And with that, we're going to have a timeout. We'll take one with them. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions coverage of Hinton Varsity Athletics.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies ask, what's your salary? At Northwestern Mutual, we ask, what's your story? We know building the right financial plan means looking at more than money. That's why we start by asking the right questions, listening to what matters most to you, then guiding you every step of the way to help you live the life you want, now and years from now. Plan your financial story with Northwestern Mutual. Contact Rick Diener today. Visit rickdiener.com. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
And welcome back to Hinton, Iowa. You're watching Full Digital Solutions coverage of Hinton varsity basketball action. In third quarter of the girls' game right now, Hinton's trailing by 10 to Remsen St. Mary's. Anna Coffey has the ball for Hinton in the front court. Gives it up to Ashlyn Renzo. Renzo tries to drive, and she's going to be fouled. That's going to be foul number 4 on number 21, Whitney Jensen. And that'll be St. Mary's fourth personal foul, our fourth team foul this half. So Anna Coffey will inbound the ball for the Blackhawks. Gives it up to Ashlyn Gavarna. Back to Coffey. Coffey looks to drive. She's cut off by Carmody Ricky. Bella Badar looks to drive. Ricky cuts her off. Coffey's drives. Her shot is up and good. Back in the front court quickly is Maya Bunkers. Back to Hallie Gallus. Over to Gracelyn Schroeder. Over to Maya Bunkers. Maya Bunkers' three-point shot is up. No good. Rebounded, tipped around, and gathered by Natalie Junk. Ahead to Bella Badar. Her pass is stolen away by Ricky. Now down low to Schroeder. Schroeder's shot is up and good. St. Mary's extends their lead back to 10. Anna Coffey will walk the ball up the court now for Hinton. Drives to the hoop, cut off, kicks out to Kavarna. Kavarna's three-point shot is up and good. And the Blackhawks are within 7, 48-41. Into the front court quickly to Maya Bunkers, down low to Schroeder. Kicks it back out to Gallus. Gallus three-point shot off the front of the rim, gathered by Anna Coffey. Ahead to Natalie Junk. She gives it up to Renzel. Renzel gives it up to Badar. Badar feeds Natalie Junk on the runner, and that shot's up and good, and the Blackhawks are within 5. Natalie Junk has 9 points on the evening. Down low to Schroeder. Schroeder's left hand shot's no good, and the foul's going to be called on Anna Coffey. That's going to be Anna's 4th personal foul and the team's first this half. Two shots upcoming for number 14, Claire Schroeder. Came in tonight shooting 50%. First shot for Claire is up and good. Trio Blackhawks are going to check in as Mia Fleckenstein, number 45, number 34, Avery Brigad, and number 12, Cadence Peters all check in as Junk, Renzel, and Coffey take a seat for the Blackhawks. Claire Schroeder's second free throw up, no good. Rebounded by Carmody Ricky and then stolen away by Cadence Peters. Gives it to Ashlyn Kavarna, guarded closely by Hallie Gallus. Kavarna drives to the hoop, cut off, kicks it out to Mia Fleckenstein. She drives the hoop, shoots the 8-footer, no good, off the rim. Tip gathered by Brigad. Brigad shots up and good. And Brigad's going to be at the line shooting the bonus. That foul is going to be on number 14, Claire Schroeder. That's going to be her second personal and the team's 4th this half. At the line shooting the bonus is number 34, Avery Brigad. Shooting 25% on free throws this year. This shot's up and good. She completes the three-point play, and the Blackhawks are within 3 as we go 3 minutes to go, third quarter. Ricky brings the ball in the front court, gives it up to Maya Bunkers. Her shot's no good off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Ashlyn Kavarna. Kicks it in the front court to Bella Badar. Badar's shot is up and good, and the Blackhawks are within 1. Schroeder gets the ball into Ricky. Ricky brings the ball up court a little slower here for the St. Mary's. Gives it up to Maya Bunkers. Over to Graceland Schroeder, back to Bunkers. Cadence Peters guards Ricky out front. Now Gallus gives it up to Graceland Schroeder. Over to Maya Bunkers. Maya Bunkers looks to drive, cut off by Avery Brigad, and they're going to call a foul. That'll be on Avery Brigad. I believe that's going to be her first personal and the team's second this half. So Maya Bunkers will inbound the ball for St. Mary's, leading by 1 with 2:23 to go third quarter. Gets in quick to Schroeder. Her shot is no good off the front of the rim. Loose ball gathered by Cadence Peters. Now it's fought for on the floor, and it's going to be a jump ball. It'll be St. Mary's basketball. Good hustle by both teams here in the second half. So Myers inbounds the ball to Ricky. Ricky brings the ball the rest of the way up the court. Now she drives, kicks it out to Grayson Schroeder. Schroeder's three-point shot is up and good. And St. Mary's extends the lead to 4. Fleckenstein inbounds the ball to Badar. It's off Badar's foot, out of bounds. It'll be St. Mary's basketball, I think. Yes, it will be. So Bunkers is going to inbound the ball for St. Mary's underneath their own hoop, leading by 4. Gets it into Schroeder. Schroeder's shot is blocked. And there's going to be a foul called on number 34, Avery Brigad. That's going to be her second personal foul and the team's 3rd this half. And at the line shooting 2 free throws will be Claire Schroeder. First free throw's up and good for Schroeder. Second free throw coming for Schroeder. That one is good as well, and St. Mary's is back to a 6-point lead. This time, Kavarna gets into the front court to Fleckenstein. Fleckenstein gives it up to Brigad, back to Fleckenstein. That shot's no good. Rebounded by Bunkers. Gives it ahead to Ricky. Ricky gives in the front court to Gallus. Ricky gets it back. 3-point shot from the corners, no good. Rebounded by Fleckenstein, who gives it up to Kavarna for the Blackhawks. Kavarna brings the ball in the front court, looking to drive to the hoop. Shoots the floater, no good. Rebounded by Brigade. Her shot back up is no good. So she's going to draw a foul. I believe that's number 23. It is number 23, Maya Bunkers. That'll be Bunkers' 4th personal and the team's 5th this half. So a pair of St. Mary's Hawks have 4 fouls. Number 23, Maya Bunkers. Number 21, Whitney Jensen. Anna Coffey has 4 for the Blackhawks. Avery Brigade misses the first free throw, and checking back in for the Blackhawks is number 21, Ashlyn Renzel. Checking in for St. Mary's is number 32, Tessa Tettinger. So Brigade's 2nd free throw upcoming. That free throw's in and out, no good. Rebounded by Tettinger. She gives it up to Gallus. Gives the ball back to Ricky. Ricky looks for an open Hawk, and Grayson Schroeder cuts to the middle, gets the ball. That shot's up and good. St. Mary's extends their lead to 8. Badar inbounds the ball to Renzel. Renzel gets it across half court to Peters. Peters feeds Brigade down low, who tries to feed Fleckenstein. The ball's thrown away. Stolen by Carmody Ricky, who brings the ball back up to front court for the Hawks. Schroeder's far court pass to Tettinger, back to Ricky. Back to Grayson Schroeder. Now she gives it back to Carmody Ricky, who gives it back to Schroeder. Over in the corner to Gallus. Back to Ricky. St. Mary's has slowed it down here in the last minute of the 3rd quarter. Gallus with the ball now, back to Ricky. Haynes Peters picks up the defensive pressure a little bit. Back to Gallus. St. Mary's still playing a little keep away here as we have 8 seconds to go in the quarter. And now the ball's fed down low to Claire Schroeder, and that's going to be another foul on number 34, Avery Brigade. That's going to be her 3rd personal foul. And the 4th team foul. Ricky will inbound the ball for St. Mary's. She gets it into Grayson Schroeder. Over to Gallus. Gallus is passed down low to Tettinger. Is fumbled and out of bounds. It'll end the 3rd quarter. So after 3, it's 56-48 in favor of Remsen St. Mary's. We'll be back to 4th quarter action. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions coverage of Hinton Blackhawk Varsity Athletics.
You're going to love the view of a Screen Builder's designed outdoor leisure living space. Whether an all-season room, 3-season room, deck, or patio, Screen Builders offers easy installation and a reliable warranty. From construction of new spaces to providing shade to existing spaces or adding Easy Breeze panels to your screen room, start your project at screenbuilders.com and enjoy the views you've been missing.
Call Screen Builders, you're gonna love the view.
And welcome back to Hinton, Iowa, as we're getting ready for 4th quarter action here. Blackhawks trail by 8. A little foul trouble for a couple players on each side. Anna Coffey and Anna Coffey has 4 fouls for the Blackhawks. And Whitney Jensen and Maya Bunkers have 4 fouls apiece for Remsen St. Mary's. So team fouls at 5 for St. Mary's, 4 for the Blackhawks. So once again, I'm sure in the 4th quarter we'll be shooting some free throws. Bella Badar will inbound the ball for the Blackhawks, gives it up to Natalie Junk, feeds it back to Ashlyn Kavarna, and we're underway in the 4th quarter. Badar gives it up to Anna Coffey. Kavarna shoots from 3-point in the corner, no good. Rebound by Ashlyn Renzel. Now she's kind of trapped by Tettinger. Ball is off Tettinger, out of bounds, I believe. It'll be Blackhawk basketball. Bella Badar inbounds the ball again for Hinton. Gets it into Anna Coffey, over to Ashlyn Renzel. Back to Badar now. Badar resets the offense. Badar gives it over to Coffey in the wing. Coffey drives, cut off by Ricky. Kicks it out to Natalie Junk. Junk's three-point shot's no good. Rebounded by Coffey. Coffey's putback's no good, but she's going to draw the foul. That foul is going to be on number 32, Tessa Tenninger. That's going to be the 16th foul for Remsen St. Mary's. And I believe that's the first personal foul on Tessa Tenninger. At the line shooting two be number 15, Anna Coffey. First free throw attempt is up and good. Second free throw coming for Anna is up and no good. Bounces around off each side of the rim, and Tettinger tries to gather it out of bounds off St. Mary's. It'll be Blackhawk basketball. So Badar will inbound the ball once again for the Blackhawks. Gives it up to Ashlyn Kavarna. Kavarna cross court to Coffey. Coffey gives it to Badar. Over to Junk in the wing. Ball is kicked out of bounds. It'll be Blackhawk basketball. It looks like Carmody Ricky kicked that out of bounds. Bella Badar inbound the ball once again for Hinton. This time she gets it into Coffey, kind of down low. She's double teamed, gives it over to Natalie Junk. Junk shot's up and good, and the Blackhawks are within 5 as we're under 7 minutes to go in the game. Quickly in the front court, Grayson Schroeder's shot's no good. Rebounded by Natalie Junk for the Blackhawks. She gives it up to Ashlyn Kavarna. Grayson Schroeder applies pressure. That pass is stolen by Gallus, but Gallus steps out of bounds. It'll be Blackhawk basketball. Checking back in for Remsen St. Mary's is number 23, Maya Bunker. She's playing with 4 fouls. As is Anna Coffey for the Blackhawks, who Coffey brings the ball up court. Into the front court now. Coffey gives the ball to Badar. And the Blackhawks reset the offense. Over to Kavarna. Back to Badar. Badar looks to drive. She's cut off by Grayson Schroeder. Ball's tipped, knocked away. It's going to be a jump ball. And looks like it'll be Remsen St. Mary basketball. St. Mary's has the ball up by 5 with 6:15 to go. Fourth quarter. Ricky gets the ball in the front court to Grayson Schroeder. Back to Ricky, over to Gallus. Gallus gives it back to Ricky. Over to Gallus, now down to Grayson Schroeder again. Ricky drives to the hoop, kicks it back out to Bunkers. Bunkers' three-point shot's no good off the front of the rim. Gathered by Gallus at the free throw line. Gallus' shot is up and good. Coffey gets in the front court, ball stolen away by Ricky. And we're going to have a timeout as that loose ball is gathered up by St. Mary's, and coach is going to take a timeout. We'll take one with them. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions coverage of Hinton Varsity basketball.
You're going to love the view of a Screen Builder's designed outdoor leisure living space. Whether an all-season room, 3-season room, deck, or patio, Screen Builders offers easy installation and a reliable warranty. From construction of new spaces to providing shade to existing spaces or adding Easy Breeze panels to your screen room, start your project at screenbuilders.com and enjoy the views you've been missing.
Call Screen Builders, you're gonna love the view.
And welcome back to Hinton, Iowa, as we're just about to get underway again. Blackhawks trail by 7. Maya Bunker inbounds the ball to Whitney Jensen. Bunker's three-point shot from the corner is good. And just like that, St. Mary's extends their lead back to 10. Anna Coffey walks the ball up court for the Blackhawks. Gives it up to Ashlyn Kavarna, over to Ashlyn Renzel. Renzel drives, Kicks it out to Natalie Junk, over to Coffee. Coffee feeds Renzel down low. Renzel shots up and good. And Ricky quickly brings the ball up court for the St. Mary's. Over to Jensen, back to Bunkers, over to Ricky. Out to Gallus. Gallus' shots, or pass probably, is tipped away and stolen by Bella Badar. She gives it up to Ashlyn Kavarna, who dribbles the ball up court for Hinton. Into Anna Coffey. Coffey at the free throw line, over to Ashlyn Renzel. Gives it back to Coffey. Coffey gives it up to Natalie Junk. Junk gives it back to Renzel. Renzel gives it back to Coffey. Coffey drives, ball's tipped away and stolen by Ricky. Claire Schroeder gathers it up, gives it up to Maya Bunkers. And Bunkers slows things down for St. Mary's. She gives it over in the corner to Jensen. Jensen drives, feeds Schroeder down low. That shot's no good. Rebounded by Natalie Junk. And then the ball is tipped away, and now we have a jump ball. Possession will be Blackhawk basketball. 4:06 to play in the game here. Blackhawks trail by 8. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the new feature we have tonight, as we have the actual scoreboard always on the screen here, so you can see in fairly live time what's going on. Kavarna has the ball for the Blackhawks. Natalie Junk's three-point shot from the corner, no good. Rebound's going to be by Whitney Jensen. She brings in the front court for St. Mary's. Coast to coast, Jensen's shot's no good off the front of the rim. Ball is gathered by Blackhawks, but we have a call. That foul's going to be on number 14, Claire Schroeder. That's going to be Schroeder's third personal foul and the team's 7th. At the line shooting for the Blackhawks, a 1-and-1 as the 17th foul is going to be number 3, Natalie Junk. So Natalie Junk at the line shooting a 1-and-1. First shot for Natalie is up and good. So Natalie Junk has 12 points now for the Blackhawks. And she is the leading scorer for the Blackhawks right now. Natalie's second shot is up and good, and she adds that point total. She has 13, and the Blackhawks are back within 6 as we go under 4 minutes to go in the game. Ricky feeds Schroeder down low, left-handed shots up and good. St. Mary's leads back to 8 now as Ashley Gavarda brings the ball in the front court for the Blackhawks. Natalie Junk now takes it on the corner, feeds Coffey down low, back to Gavarna. Over to Badar. Badar feeds Coffey down low again, ball is slapped away, out of bounds. It's going to be Blackhawk basketball. So Badar inbounds the ball for the Hinton once again. Over to Kavarna. Over to Junk. Junk feeds Renzel in the corner. Three-point shot is up and good. And the Blackhawks are within 5. So with 3 minutes to go, Blackhawks close that lead to within 5. Coach Matt Larry is going to take a timeout for the Blackhawks, and we're going to take one with them. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions coverage of Hinton Varsity Basketball.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies ask, what's your salary? At Northwestern Mutual, we ask, what's your story? We know building the right financial plan means looking at more than money. That's why we start by asking the right questions, listening to what matters most to you, then guiding you every step of the way to help you live the life you want, now and years from now. Plan your financial story with Northwestern Mutual. Contact Rick Diener today. Visit rickdiener.com. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
And welcome back to Hinton as you're watching Full Digital Solutions coverage of Wargo Conference basketball. Blackhawks hosting the Remsen St. Mary's Hawks tonight, and we've got a pretty good girls game for you. Reminder, we got the boys game coming up in approximately 20 minutes after this one's over. That'll be the Silent Night game here in Hinton, so I'll explain that a little more as the game gets going, but it's a ugly sweater night in Hinton, and the home team will not cheer until the home team reaches 10 points. So the fans for Hinton will remain completely silent until the 10th point of the game is scored for Hinton. Now, Remsen St. Mary's fans may be hooping and hollering as they're not part of the festivities, but that's how the game will work. But we got to finish this one first. Blackhawks trail by 5, 3 minutes to go. Carmody Ricky inbounds the ball to Hallie Gallus, and she'll bring the ball in the front court for St. Mary's. Over to Claire Schroeder. Back to Gallus. Feeds Bunkers. Coffee tries to steal it. Feeds back down low to Claire Schroeder. Gathered by Natalie Junk. And now ahead to Ashton Renzel. Renzel gives it up to Bella Badar. Badar drives to the hoop. That shot's going to be up. No good. Rebounded by Claire Schroeder. And she gives it to Carmody Ricky, who brings the ball back up court for St. Mary's. 2:30 to go. Blackhawks still trail by 5. Gallus, three-point shots, no good off the front of the rim, rebounded by Kavarna. Feeds it ahead to Ashton Renzel. Renzel's shot's blocked. And rebound by Ricky, who feeds Jensen. Back to Gallus. Gallus gives it back to Ricky. Gives it to Jensen. Over to Renzel. Down low to Schroeder. Back to Gallus. As we're under 2 minutes to go. And now we've got a 3-second call on St. Mary's. It'll be another turnover, it'll be Blackhawk basketball. So someone was camping in the paint a little bit too long, and it's Blackhawk basketball. Badar will inbound the ball to Coffey. Back to Badar. Over to Kavarna. Kavarna looks to drive, kicks it out to Junk. Back to Kavarna. Over to Fleckenstein. Fleckenstein's cut off by a pair of St. Mary's and stolen away by Bunkers. Gives it to Jensen. Jensen in the front court for St. Mary's. As they're just trying to kill a little time here with the 5-point lead. And the ball's over to Jensen. Blackhawks are going to have to foul here and put them on the line as we're running out of time. We're approaching 1 minute left in the game. St. Mary's playing keep away. And now Bella Badar fouls number 23, Maya Bunkers. Checking back in for the Blackhawks, number 21, Ashton Renzel, and number 12, Cadence Peters. The Blackhawks only have 5 team fouls, so they're going to have to foul again quickly. Bunkers inbounds the ball to Jensen. Gives it over to Gallus. Feeds it to Ricky. Ricky guarded by Peters, but now Jensen drives down low. Kavarna finally fouls to stop the clock. That's only going to be 6 team fouls. And that's only Ashton's first personal foul. So the Blackhawks can't waste any time here. They're going to have to foul as soon as the ball is inbounded. Jensen gets it in, and we're going to have a timeout called by St. Mary's. We'll take one with them. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions coverage of Hinton Varsity Athletics.
Digital Solutions started small, but now we're growing as FDS provides live streaming coverage for over 20 schools across 3 different states on our Fuller Digital Solutions YouTube channel. Subscribe to get notified when we go live for your school events. Big events are captured live, and your business can get noticed with advertising during our live streams. Local talent and camera operators are encouraged to contact us too. For future employment, no experience necessary, we will train. For information about advertising or working with Fuller Digital Solutions, email us and follow us on Facebook.
Welcome back to Hinton, Iowa. We're wrapping up a timeout here by the Hawks. Hinton trails by 5, 35 seconds to go. St. Mary's will be inbound the basketball. Hinton's going to have to foul quickly if they want to try to get back in this game. St. Mary's has been able to run off about a minute and a half on this possession alone with the 5-point lead. So Maya Bunkers inbounds the ball for St. Mary's. Into Ricky. Ricky's going to be fouled by Cadence Peters. That'll be Cadence's first foul. And the team's 7th. That's going to send Ricky to the line for a 1-and-1. Ricky came in shooting 50% from the free throw line. The first shot by Carmody Ricky for St. Mary's is good. They extend the lead to 6. This is a big free throw coming up here. If she makes this, it's a 3-possession game. Ricky's free throw attempt is up, no good off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Claire Schroeder. Over to Gallus, down to Jensen. Now they're going to play a little more keep away, and Cadence Peters fouls again. That'll be a second foul on Cadence Peters. At the line, shooting a 1-on-1 will be number 24, Hallie Gallus. Came in tonight shooting 50% from the line. First free throw for Gallus is no good off the front of the rim. So they're missing their free throws, but the Blackhawks aren't rebounding, and that's going to be the difference this ball game is around the 22 seconds. So Cadence Peters does the best she can do is foul once again, and this time at the line shooting a 1-and-1 still will be Carmody Ricky. Her first free throw is up and no good. This time rebounded by Kavarna. Gives it ahead to Coffey. Coffey into the front court. Back to Kavarna. Kavarna over to Badar. Badar tries to get a 3-point shot off. Over to Peters. Peters' 15-footer is good, but the Blackhawks are within 4. And the Blackhawks are going to take a timeout. We'll take one with them. Trailing 64-60 with 5 seconds left. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions coverage of Hinton Blackhawk basketball.
How it feels to bank with Prime Bank. This is how it feels to bank with other banks.
Yeah.
Prime Bank, other banks.
Woo.
See the difference? Prime Bank gives you genuine confidence with You Pick Checking, where you choose your reward, points, interest, or cash back. And Prime Bank's mobile banking lets you check balances, deposit checks, and use all the popular payment services. So now is a good time to bank with confidence. At Prime Bank, earn more your way. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Hinton, Iowa. We're just about ready to wrap up a Blackhawk timeout here. Their last of the evening, they're trailing by 4 with 5 seconds to go here, so I'm sure they're going to full court press and possibly foul before the ball's even inbounded, as they need to score twice quickly here with only 5.5 seconds to go. Remember, varsity boys action coming up next. We'll have approximately a 20-minute break once we wrap this one up. From Hinton, Iowa. So here we go, 64-60, 5 seconds to go. Maya Bunkers inbound the ball, guarded closely by Kavarna for Hinton. Gets the ball in to Gallus. Gallus holds the ball and is fouled by Kavarna, kind of. Not a foul, it's going to be jump ball. Back to the Hawks, 1.5 seconds left. Bunkers inbounds the ball again for St. Mary's. Gets it to Gallus. Gallus holds it, and that's going to do it, ball game. So St. Mary's is going to hold on for the 64-60 win, and St. Mary's is going to move to 5-1 on the season, 3-1 in War Eagle Conference play. The Blackhawks are going to drop to 5-2 overall and 1-2 in conference play. Leading scorers tonight for the St. Mary's, number 14, Claire Schroeder, led all scorers with 18. And number 10, Carmody Ricky, had 12 points, and number 23, Maya Bunkers, had 12. For the Blackhawks, the leading scorers, number 3, Natalie Junk, 13 points, followed by Bella Badar, number 32 with 10 points. 21, Ashton Renzel added 9 points, and number 23, Ashton Kavarna, had 8 points. So that's going to do it, 64-60 in the girls' game. We'll be back in approximately 20 minutes with varsity boys action. You're watching Full Digital Solutions coverage of Hinton Varsity Athletics.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies ask, what's your salary? At Northwestern Mutual, we ask, what's your story? We know building the right financial plan means looking at more than money. That's why we start by asking the right questions, listening to what matters most to you, then guiding you every step of the way to help you live the life you want now and years from now. Plan your financial story with Northwestern Mutual. Contact Rick Diener today. Visit rickdiener.com. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Digital Solutions started small, but now we're growing as FDS provides live streaming coverage for over 20 schools across 3 different states on our Fuller Digital Solutions YouTube channel. Subscribe to get notified when we go live for your school events. Big events are captured live, and your business can get noticed with advertising during our live streams. Local talent and camera operators are encouraged to contact us too. For future employment, no experience necessary, we will train. For information about advertising or working with Fuller Digital Solutions, email us and follow us on Facebook.
And welcome back to Hinton, Iowa, as we're getting ready to start the Varsity Boys action. Tonight, it'll be Remsen St. Mary's Hawks once again taking on the Hinton Blackhawks. For Remsen St. Mary's, Coach Scott Rudin and Justin Rudin are co-head coaches. Come in ranked number 7 in Class 1A. Remsen St. Mary's is 5-0 overall and 3-0 in the Warrigal Conference, coming off a win over West Sioux, 62-39. Starters for Remsen St. Mary's are going to look like this. Number 20, Carter Short. Number 23, Cale Ortman. Number 30, Ryan Willman. Number 32, Austin Jensen. And number 40, Jackson Bunkers. Leading scorer for St. Mary's is Jackson Bunkers at 12.2 a game. Cale Ortman has 10.8 a game. Leading rebounders for St. Mary's is number 20, Carter Short with 4.6. And Cale Ortman has 4 rebounds per game. St. Mary's comes in averaging 62.2 points per game. For Hinton, John Spee's team comes in 4-0, 2-0 in the War Eagle. They're coming off a 56-39 win over NMCRU Tuesday night. Starters for Hinton are going to look like this. Number 20, Gavin Nelson, the senior, averaging 6.5 points a game. Number 22, Caleb Holmes, the senior, also averaging 23.8 points per game. Number 24, Trey Frank, senior, averaging 5.5 points a game. Number 32, Landon Lovren, the senior, averages 5.8 points a game. And number 34, Caden Winters, the junior, averaging 3.5 points a game. Leading rebounders for the Blackhawks, Trey Frank comes in averaging 6.3 per game, and Caden Winters averaging 6 per game. The Blackhawks average scoring 69 points per game. So if averages keep up, the Blackhawks would win this one. But both teams looking to stay undefeated. It'll be a tough task for the Blackhawks as Remsen St. Mary's is ranked in Class 1A. We'll be right back after this message from one of our sponsors. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions coverage of Hinton Varsity Athletics.
How it feels to bank with Prime Bank. This is how it feels to bank with other banks. Prime Bank, other banks.
Ooh.
See the difference? Prime Bank gives you genuine confidence with You Pick Checking, where you choose your reward, points, interest, or cash back. And Prime Bank's mobile banking lets you check balances, deposit checks, and use all the popular payment services. So now is a good time to bank with confidence. At Prime Bank, earn more your way. Member FDIC.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies ask, what's your salary? At Northwestern Mutual, we ask, what's your story? We know building the right financial plan means looking at more than money. That's why we start by asking the right questions, listening to what matters most to you, then guiding you every step of the way to help you live the life you want, now and years from now. Plan your financial story with Northwestern Mutual. Contact Rick Diener today. Visit rickdiener.com. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
And welcome back to the Hinton Gym as we're getting ready to start boys varsity action. Both teams come in undefeated tonight. The St. Mary's Hawks come in 5-0, Blackhawks 4-0. Someone's leaving with the loss tonight. Jumping for the Blackhawks would be number 32, Landon Lovren. And for St. Mary's, it's going to be number 32, Austin Jensen. Finishing up some cheering here, and the band's finishing up the fight song, and we're about to get underway. Reminder, this is the Silent Night game, so you should not hear any cheering from the Hinton fans until the home team scores 10 points. This is the Silent Night. Everybody wears ugly sweaters, and everybody stays silent for the first 10 points of the game. So here we go. Ball's up, and it'll be gathered by St. Mary's as number 23, Cale Ortman, gathers it up. Ortman over to Short. Short gives it up to Bunkers. Ryan Willman down low, tries to get his shot up. He's going to be fouled. That foul's going to be on number 32. We'll check that. It's going to be on number 24, Trey Frank. That'll be Trey's first foul and the team's first foul. At the line shooting, Ryan Willman. First free throw is up and good. Willman came in shooting 60% from the free throw line. Willman's second shot for St. Mary's up. No good. Rebounded, though, by Austin Jensen. St. Mary's is back on offense. Over to Ortman. Ortman feeds Jensen down low. Three-point shot attempt by Bunkers, no good. Rebounded, though, by Cale Ortman. Over to Bunkers. Down to Jensen. Tipped away and regathered. Now they're going to call foul on number 20, Gavin Nelson. That'll be Nelson's first foul and the team's second. Bunkers inbounds the ball to Shorg. Back to Bunkers. Bunkers shots up, no good. Rebounded by Lovren. And Caleb Holmes brings the ball in the front court for the Blackhawks. Gives the ball to Nelson, over to Lovren. Lovren's pass is tipped up and gathered in by Nelson. Back to Holmes. Back to Nelson, over to Frank. Frank gives it up to Nelson, back to Holmes. Holmes drives, kicks it out. Caden Winters, back to Nelson, over to Winters. Winters over to Lovren in the corner. Thinks about the shot, passes it up. Winters down low. It'll be an offensive foul on Caden Winters. That'll be his first foul and the team's third. And it'll be St. Mary's basketball. Carter Shorg brings the ball in the front court for St. Mary's. Passes over to Bunkers. Feeds it down to Jensen. Back to Bunkers. Over to Shorg. Shorg looks to drive, kicks it out. Ortman's three-point shot is up and good. And St. Mary's leads by 4. Nelson gives over to Lovren. Down low to Winters. Winters turns, his shot's partially blocked, but there's going to be a foul called on number 30, Ryan Willman. That'll be Willman's first foul and the team's first. At the line shooting a pair will be number 34, Caden Winters. Winters comes in shooting 100% from the free throw line. First free throw is up and good. Second free throw by Winters is up and good. So it's 4-2 in favor of St. Mary's as Bunkers brings the ball in the front court. Over to Ortman. Ortman down low, reverse layup, no good. Rebounded by Lovren. Kicks ahead to Caleb Holmes. Holmes stops, three-point shot is up and good. And the Blackhawks lead 5-4. Quickly back in the front court comes Shorg for St. Mary's. Back to Bunkers. Bunkers drives. Tries to put a shot up, but it's tipped away by Lovren. He feeds Caleb Holmes. Caleb Holmes' shot is up and good. And there's going to be a foul called on St. Mary's. That's going to be number 23. That's Cale Ortman. Ortman's first foul and the team's second. That's going to put Holmes at the line shooting the bonus. Comes in shooting 69% on the year. So the free throw is up and good, and the Blackhawks lead 8-4. Into the front court quickly. Shot's going to be taken by Shorg. It's going to be no good. Rebounded by Nelson. Kicked ahead to Caleb Holmes. Holmes stops, pops. The three-pointer is no good. Rebounded by Trey Frank. Back to Gavin Nelson, over to Winters, cross court to Lovren. Landon feeds it back to Winters. And Caden Winters brings it back out front to reset the offense. Holmes drives. His shot's going to be up and good. And the Blackhawks get their 10th point of the evening, and now everybody's into the game. So you might be able to hear that in the background as the Blackhawks are cheering a little extra loud for that point, as they're now able to cheer like you would in any other game. And now we had someone from the student section that fell onto the floor. And we have stoppage of play. So the ball will be inbounded over there. So now they're doing some redirecting here as they move the student section up one row here as they were too close to the bottom of the court. And both teams are taking a mini timeout here as getting things organized. So, inbound the ball for St. Mary's will be Carter Shorg. Gives it up to Austin Jensen. Willman tries to drive. He's cut off. Gives it back to Bunkers. Bunkers drives. Feeds it to Jensen down low. That ball's tipped away. Now it's gathered by Nelson and in the front court to Caleb Holmes. Holmes brings the ball back outside. Resets for Hinton. Now Lovren with the basketball in the corner. Gives it up to Caden Winters. Winters back to Holmes. Holmes' three-point shot attempt is good, but there's a foul called on the floor. That foul is going to be on number 23, Cale Ortman. That's going to be his second personal foul on the team's third. Checking in for the Blackhawks, number 12, Carson Pierce, number 10, Bo DeRocher. As Gavin Nelson and Caden Winters take a seat for the Blackhawks. Landon Lovren will inbound the ball for Hinton. Gets it into Caleb Holmes. Holmes guarded by Bunkers, who then backs off a little bit. Carson Pierce with the ball in the corner. Back to Trey Frank. Over to Carson Pierce. Carson Pierce resets the offense up front. Pierce over to Lovren. Frank. Pierce gives the ball to DeRocher. Feeds Frank. Frank from the free throw line. Shot is no good. Out of bounds. It'll be Remsen St. Mary's basketball. So Willman inbounds the ball to Jensen, and Jensen walks the ball up court. Now Shorg has it. Back to Bunkers. Shorg from three-point land is good. And the Blackhawks lead by 4. Carson Pierce brings the ball up court for the Blackhawks. Now this ball is going to be tipped away by Alex Schroeder and stolen for St. Mary's. Schroeder's shot to the hoop is no good, but he's going to draw a foul on the way. That foul is going to be on number 24, Trey Franks, I believe. Wait for the call from the official. Yeah, it's going to be on Trey Frank. That'll be Trey's second personal foul and the team's 4th. At the free throw line shooting 2 is going to be Alex Schroeder. Comes in shooting 100% on the year. Free throws. Makes the first one. Checking back in for the Blackhawks, number 34, Caden Winters. Second shot coming up by Schroeder is also good. And St. Mary's trails by 1. Holmes gets the ball for Hinton and brings it in the front court. Holmes over to Caden Winters. Winters down to Lovren. Up to Pierce. Pierce over to Lovren. Back to Winters. DeRocher comes to drive. He's cut off by Schroeder. Back out to Winters. That pass is going to be stolen away by Austin Jensen. And Bunkers kicks the ball ahead to Shorg. Back to Bunkers. Bunkers' three-point attempt from the top of the key is good. And St. Mary's takes the lead 12-10. Caleb Holmes brings the ball back up court for the Blackhawks. Winters to Pierce. Pierce at the free throw line. Back to Winters. Over to Lovren. Over to DeRocher. DeRocher drives. His shot's going to be no good. He's going to draw a foul. That foul's going to be on number 20, Carter Short. That'll put DeRocher at the free throw line shooting 2. And Bo comes in shooting 60% on the season. And DeRocher's first shot is up and good. Checking back in the game, it'll be number 20, Gavin Nelson. Checking in for St. Mary's is number 12, Brody Short. And DeRocher's second shot is up and no good. And now we're going to have over the back call on number 34, Caden Winters. That'll be Winters' second personal and the team's 5th. So Austin Jensen will inbound the ball to Alex Schroeder, and Schroeder will walk the ball court for St. Mary's. Back to Bunkers, over to Willman. In the corner to Schroeder. Schroeder drives, trapped by Winters. It'll be a jump ball. It'll be Blackhawk basketball. So as he was driving in, Caden Winters just kind of grabbed a hold of that ball and got the turnover essentially. So Caleb Holmes brings the ball up court for Hinton. Over to Winters. Back to Holmes. Holmes feeds Lover and back to Holmes. Off the screen, that shot's good. And the Blackhawks retake the lead, 13-12. Into the front court to Jensen. And Brian Willman sinks the 10-footer from the edge. And St. Mary's is back in the lead, 14-13. Holmes with the ball for Hinton. Back to Lovren. Over to Nelson. Nelson dives, kicks it back out to Holmes. Holmes' three-point shot is good. And the Blackhawks retake the lead by 2, 16-14, as we have 20 seconds to go first quarter. Bunkers brings the ball up court for St. Mary's, gives it back to Schroeder. Over to Brody Short. Back to Schroeder. 7 seconds to play. Short to Schroeder. Schroeder to Bunkers. Bunkers back to Schroeder. And that shot's going to be no good. So after one period of play, your Blackhawks lead 16-14 over the visiting Remsen St. Mary's Hawks. We're going to take a timeout. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions coverage of Hinton Varsity Basketball.
How it feels to bank with Prime Bank. This is how it feels to bank with other banks.
Yeah.
Prime Bank, other banks.
Woo.
See the difference? Prime Bank gives you genuine confidence with You-Pick Checking, where you choose your reward, points, interest, or cash back. And Prime Bank's mobile banking lets you check balances, deposit checks, and use all the popular payment services. So now is a good time to bank with confidence. At Prime Bank, earn more your way. Member FDIC.
And welcome back to the Hinton Gym as we're getting ready to start second quarter here. Blackhawks lead 16-14. Reminder to subscribe to this channel if you're watching. You'll be notified of all live events here at Hinton. And Tuesday night, we're going to have Woodbury Central coming to town to take on these Blackhawks. We'll have boys and girls action for you. 6 o'clock and 7:30 approximately Tuesday night. And that'll wrap up our pre-Christmas coverage. And we'll see you after the Christmas break for more Hinton athletics. So coaches are wrapping up final words, and we're ready to get underway in second quarter here. On the court for the Blackhawks will be Bo DeRocher, Landon Lovren, Gavin Nelson, Trey Frank, and Caleb Holmes. On the court for St. Mary's is going to be number 20, Carter Shorg, number 30, Ryan Woolman, number 32, Austin Jensen, number 40, Jackson Bunkers. And Bunkers has the ball. He feeds Schroeder. Schroeder back to Short. Over to Bunkers. Back to Schroeder. Back to Carter Short. Now that shot's going to be up and no good. Rebounded by Brody Short. Shot by Bunkers is good. That three-pointer is going to give Rim St. Mary's the lead back 17-16. Holmes gives the ball to Nelson, back to Frank. Over to Lovren. Lovren looks for Holmes on the cutter, but passes that opportunity up. Gives the ball back to Nelson, over to Frank. Back to Holmes. Holmes looks to drive, backs up, gives the ball to Nelson. Nelson drives. His off-balance shot's going to be up and good. Carter Short with the ball for Rim St. Mary's, and he's going to be called for a travel. And Gavin Nelson will inbound the ball for the Blackhawks. Gives it up to Caleb Holmes. Holmes gives it up to Nilsson. Tries to feed Trey Frank down low, and that's a little too hot. It'll be out of bounds, Rim St. Mary's ball. So Carter Short brings the ball in the front court, gives it to Schroeder, back to Short. Over to Bunkers. Back to Short. Now Brody Short with the ball, back to Bunkers. Back over to Carter Short. Back to Schroeder. Over to Bunkers. Bunkers passes up the three-pointer. Gets it over to Carter Short. Schroeder looks to drive, gives it to Bunkers. Now Bunkers will bring it out front and reset the St. Mary's offense. Carter Short down low, looks to drive, kicks it across court to Bunkers. Bunkers three-point attempt from the corners, in and out, no good. Rebound though by Willman. Willman's shots back up and good, and St. Mary's retakes the lead. Holmes in the front court for the Blackhawks, over to Nelson. Over to Landon Lovren. Lovren tries to feed Holmes down low. It's stolen away by Bunkers. Bunkers brings the ball back out court for St. Mary's. He kicks it back out to Wellman. Over to Bunkers. Bunkers from the edge. That shot's going to be up and good. And St. Mary's extends the lead to 22-18. Holmes brings the ball back in the front court for the Blackhawks. Gives it to Frank. Frank gives it to Nelson. Nelson's three-point shot's no good off the rim. It'll be gathered by Bunkers. He feeds in the front court to Brody Short. Back to Bunkers, over to Schroeder. Over to Carter Short. To Bunkers. Schroeder's shot's no good, but it's tipped up and in. It was actually tipped up by a Blackhawk, but and it'll count as a St. Mary's basketball. So with that, we're going to have a timeout by Coach Bees. We'll take one with him. You're watching Forward Digital Solutions coverage of Hinton varsity basketball.
Rural customers deserve great internet too. You deserve EverTech's No Limits Internet and the quality local services that comes with it. We've dedicated 32 years to bring customers like you reliable and unlimited internet, up to 50 megabits across 22 counties. It's internet you can count on. Call or email our Everly office to get started. You and your family need internet with unlimited use, no contracts, and no overages. You need EverTech. Visit evertech.net to learn more. EverTech, internet where you live.
And welcome back to Hinton, Iowa, as you're watching Forward Digital Solutions coverage of Hinton varsity boys action. Girls lost the opening game of the night, 64-60, and a good one. And now this one, the Blackhawks are trailing 24-18 as we have 4:30 to go, first half. Caleb Holmes brings the ball up court for the Blackhawks. Double teamed by a couple of St. Mary's Hawks. Carson Pierce back in the game from Hinton, as Gavin Nelson feeds Trey Frank, who feeds Pierce. Back to Winters, over to Frank. Frank gives it back to Winters. Carson Pierce from the edge. Spins and gets called for the travel. It'll be St. Mary's basketball. So Carter Short will bring the ball up the court for the Blackhawks. Cordy Short now has the ball out front. Over to Carter Short. Gives it up to Jensen. Back to Schroeder. Over to Carter Short. To Willman. Back to Short. And Short will reset the offense. Over to Schroeder. Schroeder comes off the screen, shoots a three-pointer at top of the key. It's no good. Rebounded by Caden Winters. He gives it up to Caleb Holmes, who will walk the ball up court for Hinton. Holmes attempts to drive. He's going to be fouled on the way to the basket. That foul is going to be on number 3, Alex Schroeder. That's going to be Schroeder's first personal foul and the team's 5th this half. Inbound the ball will be Gavin Nelson. He hits Trey Franks underneath the hoop. That shot is up and no good, but he's going to draw a foul. That foul is going to be on number 20. Nope. It'll be on number 30. That's Ryan Willman. His second personal and the team's 6th. At the line, shooting a pair of free throws will be Trey Frank. First free throw is up and no good. Trey comes in shooting 29% on the year from the free throw line. Second free throw by Frank is up and good. As Bo DeRocher checks back in for Caden Winters. And the Blackhawks trail by 5 with 3:12 to go first half. Short walks the ball up court, guarded by Pierce. Gives it ahead to Bunkers. Over to Schroeder. Schroeder drives, tries to feed Bunkers down low, and that's going to be a jump ball. And alternating possession is going to go back to Blackhawks. So Gavin Nelson will inbound the ball for Hinton. Caleb Holmes will bring the ball up court, guarded by Schroeder. Holmes over to Carson Pierce. Back to Bo DeRocher. Over to Gavin Nelson. Back to Pierce. DeRocher drives, kicks it to Trey Frank. The ball is kicked away from Frank and out of bounds. And it's going to be St. Mary's basketball. Short once again walks the ball up court, guarded by Pierce. Gives it up to Bunkers. Down low, Jensen. Jensen's going to put the shot up and in. And St. Mary's extends their lead to 7 with approaching 2 minutes to go first half. Holmes with the ball in the front court for the Blackhawks. Kicks to Pierce, over to Nelson. Nelson's three-point shot's off the front of the rim, gathered by Trey Frank. Frank gives the ball back to Pierce, over to Holmes. Holmes' three-point shot is no good off the front of the rim, gathered by DeRocher. And Bo's going to have a foul called him. That'll be on number 10, Bo DeRocher. He looks at the ref and asks, on me? And the ref said yes. So that's going to be Bo's personal and the 6th on the Hinton team this first half. 1:45 to go. Blackhawks trail by 7. St. Mary's basketball. Short inbounds the ball to Bunkers. Jensen gives the ball to Bunkers. Bunkers kicks out to Short. Short's three-point attempt is a little strong. Rebounded by St. Mary's, kicked out to Schrader. who's going to give it up to. Ball's going to be stolen away by Caleb Holmes in the front court. That basket's up and good. And the Blackhawks are within 5. Now Alex Schroeder's pass almost gets away from Short, but it's gathered, given to Bunkers. Bunkers spins, his shot's up and good. But they're going to call a travel. That'll be a turnover on St. Mary's. Carson Pierce brings the ball in the front court for the Blackhawks. Over to Landon Lovren, back to Gavin Nelson. Nelson has Pierce in the corner. Pierce looks to drive, and he's going to be fouled. That foul is going to be on number 12, Brody Short. It'll be his first personal and the team's 7th. At the line shooting a 1-on-1 will be Carson Pierce. Pierce comes in shooting 90% from the free throw line. Pierce's shot is up and good. And that'll be Carson's first point of the evening. He comes in averaging 13.3 points per game, the second leading scorer. Second shot for Carson Pierce is up. No good. Rebounded by Ortman, and he gives the ball up to Bunkers, who walks the ball up court for St. Mary's. Gives it up to Alex Schroeder. Schroeder over to Ortman. Back to Bunkers. 3-point shot is good by Carter Short. And St. Mary's extends the lead to 7 with 20 seconds to go, first half. DeRocher with the ball for Hinton, looks to drive, shoots from the free throw line. That shot's going to be good. 5 seconds to go. Now the ball's inbounded to Short. He feeds it ahead. Bunker's shot is up, and he's going to be fouled. That foul is going to be on number 20, Gavin Nelson. That's going to be Gavin's second personal foul and the team's 7th. At the line, shooting 2 free throws will be Bunkers. Bunkers comes in shooting 59% from the line. Misses the first one. Bunker's second shot is also no good. So the foul doesn't come back to hurt the Blackhawks. But at the end of the first half, it's going to be 29-24 in favor of Remsen St. Mary's Hawks. We'll be right back with the leading scorers of the first half. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions coverage of Hinton Varsity Basketball.
You're going to love the view of a Screen Builder's designed outdoor leisure living space. Whether an all-season room, 3-season room, deck, or patio, Screen Builders offers easy installation and a reliable warranty. From construction of new spaces to providing shade to existing spaces or adding Easy Breeze panels to your screen room, start your project at screenbuilders.com and enjoy the views you've been missing.
Call Screen Builders, you're gonna love the view.
And welcome back to Hinton, Iowa, as we're at halftime of the boys' game. Hinton trails 29-24. Leading scorers for Remsen St. Mary's in the first half. Number 40, Jackson Bunkers, had 9 points, followed by number 20, Carter Short, with 6 points, and number 30, Ryan Willman, with 5. For the Blackhawks, leading scorer, number 22, Caleb Holmes, followed by a couple of Blackhawks with a couple points each. Number 20, Gavin Nelson has 2, and number 34, Caden Winters, has a basket. Those are your leading scorers of the first half stats. We'll be right back in approximately 8 minutes with the second half of action. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions coverage of Hinton Blackhawk basketball.
Includes dancers and TK and first.
Digital Digital Solutions started small, but now we're growing as FDS provides live streaming coverage for over 20 schools across 3 different states on our Fuller Digital Solutions YouTube channel. Subscribe to get notified when we go live for your school events. Big events are captured live, and your business can get noticed with advertising during our live streams. Local talent and camera operators are encouraged to contact us too for future employment. No experience necessary. We will train. For information about advertising or working with Fuller Digital Solutions, email us and follow us on Facebook.
we believe in service. That means providing no limits internet to more than 20 counties in Northwest Iowa. For more than 30 years, EverTech employees and their families live in the communities we serve. We're your neighbors and friends, and EverTech has been there when others haven't, and we continue to invest, build, and upgrade our network. We understand that rural Iowans deserve great internet too. It's who we are. EverTech is internet made easy. No contracts, no hidden fees, and best of all, no limits. EverTech.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies ask, what's your salary? At Northwestern Mutual, we ask, what's your story? We know building the right financial plan means looking at more than money. That's why we start by asking the right questions, listening to what matters most to you, then guiding you every step of the way to help you live the life you want, now and years from now. Plan your financial story with Northwestern Mutual. Contact Rick Diener today. Visit rickdiener.com. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
And welcome back to Hinton, Iowa, as we're getting ready for second half action here. Your Blackhawks trail by 5 to the visiting Remsen St. Mary's Hawks. Remsen St. Mary's will start with the basketball here as Carter Short will inbound the ball to Bunkers. And we're off and running in the second half. Short with the ball again. Back to Bunkers. Feeds Bunkers down low. That shot's going to be up and good. And St. Mary's extends their lead to 7. Caleb Holmes brings the ball up for Blackhawks. Over to Winters, down to Lovren. Winters looks to drive. He's cut off by Bunkers. Ball's tipped and stolen by Willman for St. Mary's. Kicks it back over to Jensen, and three-point attempt by Shorg is no good. Rebounded by Caden Winters. Winters gives it ahead to Caleb Holmes. Holmes, your leading scorer for the Blackhawks in the first half with 15, and Bunkers was the leading scorer with 9. Now he has 11 for St. Mary's. Gavin Nelson breaks through, but he misses the shot. It'll be rebounded by Carter Short. And he brings in the front court. Bunkers down low. His shot's blocked by Winters. Winters kicks it ahead to Caleb Holmes. Cross court to Lovren. Lovren shot's up and good. Carter Short brings it in the front court, gives it to Bunkers. He tries to feed Willman down low. Willman shot's no good. Rebounded by Frank. And there'll be a jump ball called. Checking the game for the Blackhawks, it'll be number 10, Bo DeRocher. As Caden Winters checks out. Nelson gives the ball to Holmes, and Holmes brings the ball up front court for Hinton. Holmes' three-point shot is good. And the Blackhawks are within 2. Quickly in the front court, Willman gets the ball back to Bunkers. Over to Ortman. Tries to feed down low, but Landon Lovren steals the ball away for the Blackhawks. He gives it up to Holmes, and Holmes brings the ball up court for Hinton. Holmes feeds Nelson. Nelson cross court to Lovren. Lovren's going to kick it back across to DeRocher. DeRocher drives to the hoop. His shot's going to be up no good. A little strong. Rebounded by Bunkers. Bunkers brings it back up for St. Mary's. Over to Carter Short. Back to Bunkers. Over to Willman. Over to Short. Short gives it back out to Bunkers. Bunkers gives it up to Ortman. Feeds Willman. Back over to Ortman. Tries to get it down low to Jensen. Jensen with no place to go is called for a travel. So Blackhawks inbound the basketball to Caleb Holmes, who brings it up court. Holmes feeds Frank down low. That ball's tipped away and stolen by Bunkers. Bunkers tries to bring it to the front court. The pass is tipped away by Lovren. It'll be St. Mary's basketball out of bounds. So Jackson Bunkers will inbound the ball for St. Mary's, guarded closely by nobody. They're going to back off. So he gets the ball into Ortman. Back to Bunkers. Back to Ortman. Over to Schroeder. That ball's tipped and stolen by Holmes. And there's going to be a foul called on number 3, Alex Schroeder, as Holmes was trying to break away. That's going to be Schroeder's second foul, I believe. It'll be the team's first this half. And with that, we're going to have a timeout for St. Mary's as the Blackhawks trail by 3. 4:36 to go, third quarter. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions coverage of Hinton Blackhawk varsity basketball.
How it feels to bank with Prime Bank. This is how it feels to bank with other banks. Prime Bank, other banks.
Ooh.
See the difference? Prime Bank gives you genuine confidence with You Pick Checking, where you choose your reward, points, interest, or cash back. And Prime Bank's mobile banking lets you check balances, deposit checks, and use all the popular payment services. So now is a good time to bank with confidence. At Prime Bank, earn more your way. Member FDIC.
And welcome back to Hinton as we're getting about back to get underway here as we're coming out of a timeout. Blackhawks within 3 now. As Caleb Holm inbounds the basketball for Hinton. Gets it over to Trey Frank. Frank's three-point shot from the corner is good. But now we're going to have a foul called. The basket's going to count, but then we're going to have a foul called. Double fouls called on number 3 and number 10. So Remsen St. Mary's Alex Schroeder picks up a foul, and number 10, Bo DeRocher, picks up a foul for Hinton. So we're tied at 31. It'll be Remsen St. Mary's basketball. Short inbounds to Bunkers. He falls, and travel's called. So Holmes inbounds the ball for Hinton. It's tipped and stolen by Ortman. Gives it up to Short, guarded by Holmes. That shot's going to be partially blocked, but a foul is going to be called, as Jensen's going to be fouled and sent to the free throw line. That foul is going to be on number 32, Landon Lovren. It'll be Lovren's first and the team's second. First shot up by Jensen is good, and St. Mary's take the lead by 1. Second free throw up coming for Jensen is good. So Jensen sinks a pair, and then Remsen St. Mary's leads by 2. Caleb Holmes brings the ball back up court for the Blackhawks. Holmes feeds Frank down low, who tries to spin. That shot's going to be off the mark, out of bounds. It'll be St. Mary's basketball. So Caden Witter's going to check in the game for Trey Frank. Alex Schroeder brings the ball up court for St. Mary's. Gives it ahead to Bunkers. Feeding Jensen down low. That ball's going to be blocked, out of bounds. And they're going to call Blackhawk basketball, as it was blocked and then it was off of Jensen, out of bounds. So it's Blackhawk basketball. Carson Pierce checks in the game for the Blackhawks. He'll inbound the basketball to Caleb Holmes, as the Blackhawks will try to tie it up with 3:45 to go, third quarter. Holmes over to Winters. Back to Holmes. Three-point shot by Holmes off the front of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Bunkers. Gives it up to Short. Down low to over Short's three-point shot's no good. Rebounded by Holmes. Brings the ball into the front court. Passes to Winters. Winters is going to be fouled down low. That's going to be a foul on number 3, Schroeder. That'll be St. Mary's 4th personal foul. It'll be Schroeder's 4th personal and the 3rd personal on Remsen St. Mary's. So it's Blackhawks basketball. Trailing by 2 with under 3 minutes to go, third quarter. Caleb Holmes inbounds the ball for Hinton. He's going to find Caden Winters. Gathers the ball and brings it back across the half-court line. Over to Pierce. Pierce back to Lovren. Bo DeRocher all alone. Three-point shots up. No good off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Carson Pierce. That shot's going to be blocked and no foul. I guess it was knocked out of bounds by St. Mary's, but it'll be Blackhawk basketball. So neither crowd's really happy with the officiating tonight, but it is what it is. And that time, Caleb Holmes dribbles it off his own leg out of bounds. So Carter Short brings the ball up front court. Bunkers. That shot's no good. Rebounded by Caden Winters. Winters feeds Caleb Holmes in the front court. Back to Lovren. Lovren feeds Carson Pierce down low. Pierce with no place to go. Gives it back to Lovren. Now he feeds it back to Pierce. Pierce will give it back to Caleb Holmes. Lovren sets a screen for Holmes, but it doesn't work, so he takes the ball back from him. Off to Caden Winters. Winters feeds Bo DeRocher down low. That shot's up and good. And we got a tie ball game with 1:48 to go, third quarter. Quickly in the front court is Jensen. Feeds it back to Willman. Willman shot's no good. Rebounded by Caden Winters. Winters will give it up to Holmes, and Holmes will walk the ball into the front court for Hinton. Now Pierce sets the offense for the Blackhawks. Over to Holmes. Holmes looks to drive, kicks it out to DeRocher. Three-point shot by DeRocher off the front of the rim, no good. And Pierce is going to pick up a foul. That'll be on number 12, Carson Pierce. That'll be Carson's first personal foul, and the team's third this half. Short inbounds to Bunkers. Bunkers brings the ball back across half court. Over to Short. Tries to field Willman down low, and that's going to be another foul called on Carson Pierce. Be his second and the team's fourth. As Trey Frank checks back in for the Blackhawks. Short looks to drive. Passes off to Ortman. He gives it to Bunkers. Three-point shot by Short is good. And Lovren inbounds the ball to Gavin Nelson, who brings the ball across half court for the Blackhawks. Lover now gives the ball back to Holmes. 23 seconds to go, third period. Blackhawks play for the last shot, trailing by 3. Holmes in the ball, 10 seconds to go. Gives it up to Caden Winters. Winters cross-court pass is way high out of bounds. It'll be Remsen St. Mary's basketball with 5 seconds to go in third quarter. Checking in for Hinton will be Carson Pierce as Caleb Holmes gets a couple second breather. Carter Shore inbounds the ball to Bunkers, guarded by Frank. Bunkers gives it up to Ortman. His shot's partially blocked, no good. And after 3 quarters, Hinton's going to trail 36-33. You're listening to full digital coverage of Hinton Varsity Basketball. We'll be right back after this message from one of our sponsors.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies ask, what's your salary? At Northwestern Mutual, we ask, what's your story? We know building the right financial plan means looking at more than money. That's why we start by asking the right questions, listening to what matters most to you, then guiding you every step of the way to help you live the life you want, now and years from now. Plan your financial story with Northwestern Mutual. Contact Rick Diener today. Visit rickdiener.com. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
You're going to love the view of a Screen Builder's designed outdoor leisure living space. Whether an all-season room, 3-season room, deck, or patio, Screen Builders offers easy installation and a reliable warranty. From construction of new spaces to providing shade to existing spaces or adding Easy Breeze panels to your screen room, start your project at screenbuilders.com and enjoy the views you've been missing.
Call Screen Builders, you're gonna love the view.
And welcome back to Hinton, Iowa. We're just underway fourth quarter here. Bunkers has the ball for St. Mary's, leading by 3. He's going to give it up to Jensen. And now we're going to have a travel by St. Mary's. It'll be Blackhawk basketball. Gavin Nelson brings the ball across half court for the Blackhawks. He drives, give it up to Holmes. Holmes looks to drive. Nothing there, backs up, shot is up and good. And Blackhawks are within 1. Bunkers brings the ball up court, passes to Ortman. Ortman back to Bunkers. Over to Shorg. Shorg drives, he's cut off. Back to Ortman, over to Bunkers. Bunkers 3-point shot from the edge, no good. Tipped and gathered by Gavin Nelson. Now Caleb Holmes pulls in the front court, 3-point shot off the front of the rim. No good. Gathered by Willman for St. Mary's. He gives it ahead to Bunkers. Bunkers back in the front court. He's going to feed Spencer down low. That 3-point shot by Shorts, no good. Gathered by Trey Frank. And then we're going to have a foul call on number 30, Ryan Willman, as he ran into Frank as he grabbed the basketball. That's going to be the 3rd personal on Willman and the team's 4th this half. Nelson brings the ball across half court for the Blackhawks. Gives the ball up to Caleb Holmes. Holmes off the screen, gives it up to Winters. Over to Lover, and Lover's 3-point shot is no good, off the rim. Rebounded by Ortman. Ortman gives it up to Shorg. Shorg kicks it ahead to Bunkers. Bunkers tries to drive the hoop, he's cut off. He's going to give it back to Ortman. Over to Shorg. Shorg tries to drive. He gives it up to Jensen. Over to Carter Shorg. Out to Ortman. Back to Bunkers. Bunkers feeds Jensen down low. Jensen spins. Off-balance shot that was half blocked. Gathered by Willman. And Willman's going to be injured. So it's going to be a travel called on Willman as he was kind of rolled up under as two guys are going for a loose basketball. So it'll be Blackhawk basketball once we get things settled here. So Caleb Holmes to inbound the ball for the Blackhawks. Give it up to Nelson, gives it right back to Holmes. Blackhawks still trailing by 1. Holmes down low to Winters. That foul's going to be on number 12, Brody Short. That'll be Short's second and the team's 5th this half. So Coach Pete's going to take a timeout. We'll take one with them as the Blackhawks trail 36-35, 5:49 to go, 4th quarter. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions coverage of Hinton Blackhawk basketball.
Rural customers deserve great internet too. You deserve EverTech's No Limits Internet and the quality local services that comes with it. We've dedicated 32 years to bring customers like you reliable and unlimited internet, up to 50 megabits across 22 counties. It's internet you can count on. Call or email our Everly office to get started. You and your family need internet with unlimited use, no contracts, and no overages. You need EverTech. Visit evertech.net to learn more. EverTech, internet where you live.
And welcome back to Hinton, Iowa, as we're ready to get back underway here. It'll be Blackhawk basketball, trailing by 1 with 5:49 to go in the game. So Caleb Holmes will inbound the basketball for Hinton. And he's going to pass it in to Gavin Nelson. Nelson down low to Winters. Trey Frank's three-point shot is no good, off the rim and out of bounds. It'll be St. Mary's basketball. Bunkers gives the ball back to Shorg. Shorg walks it up court for St. Mary's. Now he's into the front court with it. Bunkers passes to Willman. Over to Shorg in the corner. Shorg's pass is tipped and stolen by Nelson, and Landon Lovren comes down with the loose ball. Over to Frank. Caleb Holmes' three-point shot is good, even though that was partially blocked. And Blackhawks lead by 2. Now they feed the ball down quick to Jensen. Jensen gets the two-pointer. And we're tied at 38 with 4:54 to go in the game. Caleb Holmes has the ball for the Blackhawks. Gives it up to Caden Winters. Back to Holmes. Holmes has the ball knocked away by Ortman. Shorg has the ball in the front court. His shot is up, no good. That ball is going to be tipped away and out of bounds. It's going to be St. Mary's basketball. Checking back in the game for St. Mary's, number 3, Alex Schroeder. Number 10, Bo DeRocha, checks in for the Blackhawks. And it looks like Bunkers is going to inbound the basketball for St. Mary's. Now we have a stoppage. Looks like Bunkers is bleeding or something, so They're going to take a timeout. We'll take one with them. At 4:21 to go, we're tied at 38. It'll be a full timeout. We'll be back after this message. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions coverage of Hinton Varsity Basketball.
You're going to love the view of a Screen Builder's designed outdoor leisure living space. Whether an all-season room, three-season room, deck, or patio, Screen Builders offers easy installation and a reliable warranty. From construction of new spaces to providing shade to existing spaces or adding Easy Breeze panels to your screen room, start your project at screenbuilders.com and enjoy the views you've been missing.
Call Screen Builders, you're gonna love the view.
And welcome back to Hinton, Iowa. We're getting about ready to be back underway here, coming out of a full timeout. Reminder, if you'd like to be a part of any of these broadcasts, email fullerdigitalsolutions@gmail.com. Always looking for sponsors. You could be a scoreboard sponsor. You could have regular ads. Lots of options. Email fullerdigitalsolutions@gmail.com if you'd like to be a part of our broadcasts here from Hinton. We'll be back again Tuesday night as the Hinton Blackhawks will take on Woodbury Central in a varsity girl-boy doubleheader starting at 6 o'clock. As we get underway here, Ortman will be inbounding the ball for St. Mary's, it looks like. And now we're about to get underway, I think. So Ortman has the ball here. He inbounds to Schroeder. Blackhawks in a 3-2, it appears, with Landon Lovren out front. Lovren tips that pass away, and it's stolen by Nelson. And Holmes brings the ball up court for the Blackhawks. Holmes gives it up to Winters. Caleb Holmes loses the basketball, gathered by Carter Shorg. Shorg's shot is up and good, and St. Mary's leads 40-38. Now Gavin Nelson gets the ball into Lovren, gives the ball back to Holmes, and Holmes brings the ball up court for the Blackhawks. Now he feeds Nelson. Nelson gets it over to Lovren. Lovren feeds it to Winters. Winters tries to go up. His shot's up and good, and we're tied at 40. So Caden Winters with his 4th point of the night ties it back up at 40-40. Down low to Shorg. Shorg's pass is going to be stolen away by Winters. And Caleb Holmes will walk the ball up court for Hinton. Shorg tried to pump fake, and Winters just stole the basketball. Holmes passes down low to Nelson this time. Nelson spins. His shot's going to be no good. The pass is going to be errant. There'll be an over and back called on Hinton as Lovren chases it down, but it'll be Remsen St. Mary's basketball. Carter Shorg will pass the ball in for St. Mary's. Gives it into Alex Schroeder. Schroeder guarded by Holmes, brings it across half court. Ortman over to Shorg. Back to Schroeder, ball's tipped away by DeRocher, out of bounds. It'll be St. Mary's basketball. Ortman has it over to Schroeder. Ball's in and out, rebounded by Schroeder. Over to Shorg, back to Bunkers now. Over to Ortman. Ortman tries to feed Shorg down low. Ball's tipped away, stolen by Holmes. It's going to be tipped. It'll be a jump ball. Jump ball will go to Hinton. Checking back in for the Blackhawks, number 24, Trey Frank, as Gavin Nelson takes a seat. So So Coach B is going to take a timeout with just under 2 minutes to go here in the game. We'll take one with them. And tied at 40, you're watching Fuller Digital Solutions coverage of Hinton Varsity basketball.
How it feels to bank with Prime Bank. This is how it feels to bank with other banks. Prime Bank, other banks.
Ooh.
See the difference? Prime Bank gives you genuine confidence with YouPick Checking, where you choose your reward, points, interest, or cash back. And Prime Bank's mobile banking lets you check balances, deposit checks, and use all the popular payment services. So now is a good time to bank with confidence. At Prime Bank, earn more your way. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Hinton as we're tied at 40, 1:57 to go, fourth quarter. It'll be Blackhawk basketball coming out of the timeout. Timeout situation you can see on the scoreboard there. That new feature for us tonight. I hope you're enjoying that. As you can see, real-time score and how much time's left in the game, along with timeouts and fouls and that kind of stuff. So the ball's inbounded to Winters. Gets it back to Frank. Over to DeRocher. DeRocher tries to feed Winters. It's stolen away by Schroeder. Give back to Bunkers. Bunkers over to Shord. Shord's ball has the ball tipped away. Stolen by DeRocher. And Holmes has the ball. Holmes gives it up to Winters. Back to Lovren. Over to Frank. Gives it back up to Holmes. Lovren guarded closely. Gives it up to DeRocher. DeRocher tries to drive, kicks it back out to Holmes. Caleb Holmes double team, gives it to Bo DeRocher. DeRocher's three-point shot's no good. Rebounded by Shord. Shord gives it ahead to Ortman. And we'll have a timeout by St. Mary's. So still tied at 40, 52 seconds to go. We'll be right back after this message from Fuller Digital Solutions.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies ask, what's your salary? At Northwestern Mutual, we ask, what's your story? We know building the right financial plan means looking at more than money. That's why we start by asking the right questions, listening to what matters most to you, then guiding you every step of the way to help you live the life you want, now and years from now. Plan your financial story with Northwestern Mutual. Contact Rick Diener today. Visit rickdiener.com. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Welcome back to Hinton, Iowa, as you're watching Fuller Digital Solutions coverage of Hinton Blackhawk Varsity boys action. A great game here. We had girls lost 64-60 in the girls game, and now we got tied at 40 with 52 seconds left in the boys game. It'll be St. Mary's basketball coming out of timeout. It looks like each team has 2 timeouts left, and team fouls are 5-4, so nobody's going to the free throw line unless there's a shooting foul occurring. On the court for the Blackhawks out of timeout will be Landon Lovren, Trey Frank, Caleb Holmes, Gavin Nelson, and Caden Winters. On the court for St. Mary's, it'll be Shore inbound the ball to Bunkers along with Schroeder, Ortman, and Willman. Bunkers with the ball out front for St. Mary's. He's now double teamed, triple teamed. And there's going to be another timeout called as Bunkers drew himself into a little bit of a pickle there. So we'll stay right here. This is a 30-second timeout. We'll be right back. Reminder that Tuesday night we have varsity boys and girls action coming up here at home as the Blackhawks will be hosting the Woodbury Central Wildcats in a doubleheader here. So join us again. Other Blackhawk action going on tomorrow. The wrestlers will go to Elk Point at the Elk Point Invite. So if you're around town looking for something to do, I believe that wrestling starts at 10 a.m. as we're looking to wrap up all of the athletic action and concerts wrapped up last night, I believe, as we head into the Christmas break here coming up Wednesday. So we're about ready to go again, 39.1 seconds to go, and we're tied at 40. St. Mary's basketball. Bunkers will inbound underneath the hoop. as he gives it out to Schroeder, over to Ortman. Back to Bunkers, over to Schroeder. Over to Shord. Back to Schroeder. Schroeder passes it into Ortman. Ortman kicks it out to Bunkers. Back to Schroeder. Over to Shord. And there's going to be another timeout taken. And this timeout will be last timeout for St. Mary's. It'll be a full timeout. We'll take one with them. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions coverage of Hinton Varsity basketball.
Digital Solutions started small, but now we're growing as FDS provides live streaming coverage for over 20 schools across 3 different states on our Fuller Digital Solutions YouTube channel. Subscribe to get notified when we go live for your school events. Big events are captured live, and your business can get noticed with advertising during our live streams. Local talent and camera operators are encouraged to contact us too for future employment. No experience necessary. We will train. For information about advertising or working with Fuller Digital Solutions, email us and follow us on Facebook.
And welcome back to Hinton, Iowa, as we have a great boys game wrapping up for you here. Tied at 40 with 13.9 seconds to go. It'll be St. Mary's basketball. They are out of timeouts. Blackhawks still have 2 left as they try to get a stop and possibly a last-second shot to win this thing. Or we could be heading to overtime. We'll see what happens in the next 13.9 seconds. Neither team in any danger of fouling and sending people to the free throw line, so that is an option if they're not shooting. So Bunkers will inbound the ball for St. Mary's, guarded closely by Nelson. Gives it up to Shord. Shord back to Bunkers. Over to Shord, gives up to Ortman in the corner. Down low to Bunkers. That ball's tipped away and gathered by Lovren. So it'll be Hinton basketball with 4.2 seconds to go. Hinton's going to take a full timeout. We're going to stay here because I don't want you to miss any of this action. So it'll be 4.2 seconds to go. Blackhawk basketball on the opposite end of the court. Again, if a team fouls and it's not an act of shooting, it's not going to lead to any free throws. Heck of a ball game here tonight for those that are watching. A couple of teams that are undefeated coming in, and neither one wants to leave with that first L. So Coach Spees is drawing up their last second play, and the coaches for St. Mary's, Rudin and Rudin, are drawing up their defense. And so here we are, ready to go. It's Blackhawk basketball. It looks like Landon Lovren's going to inbound the ball for the Blackhawks, I believe. As Lovren inbounds it to Holmes. Holmes crossed half court. He's fouled. That won't matter for Remsen, as that's only going to be foul number 6. But the next one would matter, so I don't think they'll foul again. So now Coach Spees is going to take another timeout as the Blackhawks will be inbounding the basketball from the side. So we'll take one with them really shortly. You're watching Full Digital Solutions coverage of Hinton Blackhawk basketball.
How it feels to bank with Prime Bank. This is how it feels to bank with other banks.
Yeah.
Prime Bank, other banks.
Woo.
See the difference? Prime Bank gives you genuine confidence with You Pick Checking, where you choose your reward, points, interest, or cash back. And Prime Bank's mobile banking lets you check balances, deposit checks, and use all the popular payment services. So now is a good time to bank with confidence. At Prime Bank, earn more your way. Member FDIC.
So welcome back to Hinton, Iowa, as we got a barn burner for you. 2.7 seconds to go. There'll be Blackhawk basketball inbounding from their own bench. St. Mary's cannot afford to foul now. They would send someone to the free throw line with a chance to win it. So Gavin Nelson's going to inbound the ball, and it's not in front of the team bench. It'll be across court. So Nilsson inbounds the basketball. He's going to get it into Landon Lovren. Lovren turns, shoots. Three-pointer is off the mounting and no good. And guess what, folks? We're heading to overtime here in Hinton. And now there's some argument about where the ball hit. It did hit the top of the backboard. So the ball is going to be, they're arguing, St. Mary's is arguing the ball hit the mounting of the basket, which would be out of bounds, but the referee said no, and either way, it's going to be overtime. So we'll extend this game by 4 minutes and see if we can settle it. Regulation wasn't enough. Nothing resets. Team fouls will stay. 6 fouls for Remsen St. Mary's, 4 for the Blackhawks. Student section really has been into this game. It's been a good atmosphere. As you might be able to see some of their antics off in the far left corner of your picture. Led by Brody Spees. All right, so we'll tip it off to start the overtime. It'll be Landon Lovren jumping against Austin Jensen. They had people going the wrong direction. That would have caused some confusion. Schrader will start with the ball for Remsen St. Mary's. Gets it up to Bunkers, over to Ortman. Ortman feeds down low. It's going to be a Schrader shot. Tipped around, gathered by Ortman. Schrader gets the ball back for St. Mary's. Bunkers now with the ball for St. Mary's. Feeds Ortman at the free throw line. Ortman gives it back to Bunkers. Three-point shot is up. No good. Rebounded by Caleb Holmes. And Holmes will bring the ball back up court for Hinton. Holmes guarded by Ortman. Nelson sets the screen for him. Winters gives it up to Nelson. Nelson's three-point shot is going to be partially blocked, out of bounds. It'll be St. Mary's basketball. So Ortman brings the ball, Short brings the ball up court for St. Mary's. Gives it over to Bunkers. Back to Schroeder. Schroeder's now trapped. He rolls the ball kind of to Ortman, but he gets it there. Shore gives it to Ortman. Back to Bunkers. They feed Jensen down low. Jensen kicks it back out. Ortman's three-point attempt from the corner, no good. But they're going to call foul on Caden Winters. It'll be 3 free throws upcoming for Ortman. That foul's going to be on number 34, Caden Winters, his third, team's 5th. But more importantly, that is going to send number 23, Cale Ortman, to the line for 3 free throws. Comes in shooting 57%. First one off the front of the rim, no good. 2 more free throws upcoming for the junior from St. Mary's, Cale Ortman. Second free throw's up. That one's good. St. Mary's takes a 1-point lead, pending the free throw number 3 from Ortman. That free throw's up and also good. So St. Mary's gets 2 out of the 3. They lead by 2. And Gavin Nelson will bring the ball up court for the Blackhawks. Nelson gives it up to Holmes. Holmes tries to drive, balls tipped away, gathered by Lovren. Kicks it back out to Frank, over to Nelson. Nelson feeds Holmes. Holmes drives. Now it's Lovren drives. His shot's going to be no good. Now both teams are yelling about fouls not called, but we're going to play on here. St. Mary's leads by 2. 2 minutes to go in overtime now. A little over 2 minutes. That's going to be a foul by Caleb Holmes. So it'll be St. Mary's basketball, out of bounds. Bunkers unbounded. Check back in for the Blackhawks, number 10, Bo DeRocher. Schroeder brings the ball up back across half court for St. Mary's. Gives it to Bunkers. Bunkers kicks out to Ortman. Ortman's three-pointer, no good. Rebound by Shorg. Shorg kicks it back out to Schroeder. Over to Shorg, gives it back up to Bunkers. Back to Ortman. Over to Shorg. Shorg back to Ortman. Ortman's three-point shot is up and good. And St. Mary's takes a 5-point lead with 1:20 to go in overtime. Caleb Holmes brings the ball up court for the Blackhawks. Over to Landon Lovren, and that pass is going to be high out of bounds. It'll be St. Mary's basketball. And with that, we're going to have a timeout. We'll take one with them. You're watching Full Digital Solutions coverage of Hinton Varsity basketball.
We believe in service. That means providing no-limits internet to more than 20 counties in Northwest Iowa. For more than 30 years, EverTech employees and their families live in the communities we serve. We're your neighbors and friends. And EverTech has been there when others haven't. And we continue to invest, build, and upgrade our network. We understand that rural Iowans deserve great internet too. It's who we are. EverTech is internet made easy. No contracts, no hidden fees, and best of all, no limits. EverTech.
And welcome back to the Hinton Gym as we have overtime here in Hinton. St. Mary's Hawks lead by 5 with 1:15 to go in overtime, 1:14 to go in overtime. And so we're just about ready to come out of the timeout. Looks like it'll be Alex Schroeder inbounding the basketball for St. Mary's. Give it up to Jackson Bunkers. Schroeder back to Bunkers again. Over to Shorg. To Bunkers. Over to Shorg again. Into Ortman. Ortman kicks it out for Schroeder. 50 seconds to go, fourth quarter, or overtime. Now we're going to have a foul on Shorg. That foul will be called number 24, Trey Frank. Checking in for the Blackhawks, number 34, Caden Winters. As Gavin Nelson checks out. 45.8 seconds to go. At the line is Carter Shorg. First free throw attempt is good. Second free throw by Shorg is up, no good. Rebounded by Lovren. So it remains a two-possession game if the Blackhawks can hit a three. Lovren brings it into the front court. Gives it up to Holmes. Holmes off-balance three-point shot, no good. Gathered by Winters. And we're going to have a foul on number 20, Carter Shorg. That'll send Caden Winters to the free throw line, shooting a 1-and-1. Checking back in the game for the Blackhawks, Gavin Nelson. So they didn't get the 3-point they wanted, but they did get the clock stopped with a chance to make a couple points up here. First shot up from Winters is no good. St. Mary's grabbed the basketball and stepped out of bounds. It'll be Blackhawk basketball. Holmes will inbound the basketball for the Blackhawks. Gives it to Lovren. Feeds Gavin Nelson down low. 2-point shot up and good. 23 seconds and counting. Now Schroeder with the basketball over to Bunkers. And they're going to have to foul Bunkers. 14.2 seconds to go. That foul is going to be on number 24, Trey Frank. Be his fourth personal. And that's going to put Bunkers, Jackson Bunkers at the line shooting a 1-and-1. First free throw is good, but now they're discussed. And now the second shot coming from Bunkers. Shot is up, no good. Rebounded by DeRocher. Carter Short comes down with the ball, and he's going to be fouled by Bo DeRocher. Fouls on number 10, Bo DeRocher. To the Blackhawks' 9th team foul. So Carter Short at the line shooting a 1-on-1. First free throw attempt is up and good. So now for the Blackhawks to have any chance, they're going to have a miss here by Short. Short's second free throw is good. Carson Pierce has the ball from Hinton, brings in the front court, over to Lovren. Pierce's shot is up, no good. Rebounded by Willman, and that's going to do it, as the Blackhawks are going to lose 49-42 in overtime here. So great game tonight from Hinton. We'll be right back after this message with your leading scorers. You're watching Blackhawk basketball on Fuller Digital Solutions.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies ask, what's your salary? At Northwestern Mutual, we ask, what's your story? We know building the right financial plan means looking at more than money. That's why we start by asking the right questions, listening to what matters most to you, then guiding you every step of the way to help you live the life you want, now and years from now. Plan your financial story with Northwestern Mutual. Contact Rick Diener today. Visit rickdiener.com. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
All right, welcome back to the Hinton Gymnasium as we are final tonight from Hinton, as the varsity boys are going to lose 49-42 in overtime to the number 7 ranked Class 1A Remsen St. Mary's. Remsen St. Mary's is going to move to 6-0 in the season, 4-0 in the War Eagle. And Hinton's going to drop to 4-1, 2-1 in the War Eagle. So Hinton really turned to action next Tuesday night versus Woodbury Central. Leading scorers tonight for Remsen St. Mary's is going to be number 20, Carter Short, with 14 points. Number 40, Jackson Bunkers, had 12 points. For the Blackhawks, leading scorer was Caleb Holmes with 22 points. So that's going to do it tonight from Hinton. Reminder, next Tuesday night we have a varsity boys and girls action here from Hinton as we take on Woodbury Central. You've been watching Fuller Digital Solutions coverage of Hinton varsity basketball.